I have no idea if we're live.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
I think our mics are on. I'm not entirely sure. I believe we
Mine's
are live.
green.
Yes, our lives are mic'd.
Our lives are mic'd.
Our mics
Good
are live.
job. So I know this is weird. We're in these weird places.
It's very weird.
For the which camera?
This is the camera that's apparently live. We're just making this more complicated.
Okay, so Gabe's standing in the center of all the cameras and stuff, and he's making us look this way instead of over here.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great.
Yeah, you know, I think that camera's probably focused on. Well, I'm not sure who it's focused on because I didn't do the final arrangements on these.
Levi's out of it right now.
As far as everything being set up, we're gonna make this happen. Oh, look at that! See that? That's us.
Okay,
so,
I'm not even in frame.
You're not in it. You're not in it.
Yeah, so it's not the center frame.
Cool.
We're gonna make this work. One way or another, we're gonna make this work.
Gabe's gonna fix that for us. He's gonna give us a little.
We are learning with you.
Okay,
this is great.
So, our studio is not ready yet. The new our new podcast studio that we would be doing this out of. So again, like last week, we're forced instead of being home, we're at work. We finished detailing a car today. We did some other videos today. So we thought, why not just do it from the studio? Because we had to take this table out of one of the buildings and put it in here for now. So we thought, let's just use it.
It's on the move anyway.
Disassemble it just to get it into here, right?
No, you weren't part of it. Literally, everyone else.
The legs had to come off.
Was part of it.
We are what's known as talent. Oh, now we're on that camera.
Now we're on the main cam.
All right, perfect. So I think we're just going to be switching back and forth between all these different cameras because that's one of the fun facts of life that we have because in the new studio we have 3 cameras. So we kind of got to get ready.
And unlike a fully running professional studio, we don't have tally lights yet, which is the indicator light that lets you know which camera is live. So we don't have that just yet, but we're going to make this work. So not to worry.
Fancy.
This is going to be
Britney Spears microphones.
Yeah.
And we're sitting at
these
a table.
are definitely
You've got
unusual.
a coffee mug.
Yeah.
I got a G-Technic coffee mug. No, I mean, we're all living a pretty good life right now. I mean, yeah, these new cameras, I think, take things to obviously the next level.
There's a camera over there.
Hit my mic.
Each one of these cameras is the cost of each one of our yearly salaries, which is pretty insane. So we have Morgan over here dressed up as Britney Spears with her
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
You know, I think we can probably just move this right to the questions because they're probably dying to ask questions. They're probably tired of us talking about this awkward situation.
I don't think they are, Dane. I think that's what they come here for.
We need to
I think we could talk about different kinds of
family
Cheetos. I know.
on the birth of the new baby.
Oh, yes.
Baby girl.
Yes.
So, Joe, congrats, and your lovely wife.
When are you gonna send us pictures? We would like to see.
There were some on Facebook.
Yes.
There were
some there. Please post them on the Rag Company podcast discussion group, Joe. And if you're at the hospital, tell your wife she's amazing. She's a champion, and you will spend the rest of your life doing whatever you can to take back any pain you caused her.
What?
So, I know.
Right.
Just saying.
Getting into this. Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to change this live chat to the actually the live chat from the top chat, right?
Correct.
So
it's in the correct
We're in the live
so
chat.
we're going to jump straight into this. We got Car Detailing by Pat Inc. Number 1 here says, what is the best way to remove a coating that has been crystallized on
plastic?
Wow. I haven't seen that for a really long time, Pat. Best way to remove a coating that's been crystallized on plastic. If it's textured plastic, you're going to have to try and strip it as best you can using degreasers, iron removers, any of those things, pressure washer, to get as much of it as you can off. Short of that, alcohol.
Lots of it.
Really, the G-Technic panel wipe is a great product. It's a very strong prep solve, so you can really get into that. But I would be careful using anything harsher. Don't use lacquer thinner or anything like that because it'll actually burn and melt that plastic. So if you can, Pat, send me a picture, Levi at theragcompany.com. I'd like to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, great point there, Levi. So jumping down to Mike Spina here, he says, "Hey TRC."
It's really great. Feels good to laugh.
I feel like I'm on ESPN right now.
Me
you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're sitting here doing some commentary on some sports.
Oh man,
some good old sports balls, what I like to call it. You know, watching other people be successfully good at sports. So Mike Spina says, "Hey TRC, I just received my Wolo Showstopper, and I was wondering when would be the best time to apply it. I know it doesn't offer any protection, but after bead maker maybe? Thanks."
Question of the hour.
Taking a photo, but you weren't looking, Dane.
But you didn't say you were.
All right, so let's go ahead and stop the camera here.
Nice.
To answer your question, Mike, so Showstopper can be applied, after really after any wash or once you have a clean car. And I wouldn't do it directly after bead maker. So, for example, if you use bead maker 1 week and use as a drying aid or use it after your wash, use Showstopper like the following week. I find like when you use both of them back to back, you could kind of come across some streaking issues. And I don't mean streaking, but I mean streaking. So basically, try to kind of separate Showstopper from bead maker. Try to give yourself some distance in between each one. But apply after a wash, cool area, cool panel, and go from there. Now, we've seemed to have missed a comment if we can scroll back
It's
up.
the same thing. It's Pat asking again how to remove coating from crystallized plastic.
All right, so then here we go. We have Mike Spina says, also my car is PowerLock Plus topped with 845 and bead maker. So here's the deal, Mike. You got a lot on there. What are you looking for?
Well, he's asking which is one of your faves efficient towel to use with bead maker. FTW. Very simple, very easy.
Well, first of all, I'm taking that second comment.
Oh, that's the second comment of his first comment.
His first comment, and I'm thinking
second
to myself.
Comment of the first comment.
It's got a lot going on
saying,
already.
Mike, you've already cooked the stew. The stew is overcooked. Don't put anything else into that stew, right? Yeah. Let's just say you've cut your carrots, your potatoes, you got your meat, you have your cabbage, you've added your broth, and now you're sitting here thinking, how can I make this onion and tomato work? And you've got too much already, so try to back something out. And he says, which is your favorite for each towel to use the bead maker? The FTW for me.
Yep. I agree. And then, of course, Vigor talking about people here in the hospital with my wife and new baby, Alina. Both baby and mom are doing great. Again, congrats, guys.
Yay.
Hans in the house. Yay, Q&A time. Guess who's here for the 73rd Q&A in a row.
Hans hasn't missed one, man. I mean,
impressive.
Yeah, he's been here for all 73.
It is crazy. Do we have an award for anything like that?
Maybe 75, 75 or 100, maybe.
Let's make it to 100
first. Is there like a badge we can give to a YouTuber commenter, like that he's like a top commenter or something? Not a thing?
You need the
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what Gabe's asking me to do here.
We're getting some questions here from
Gabe, just get in.
I see the remote. Okay, Gabe, what are you asking us to do?
What do you want?
Hey, guys.
Get out of here.
What? You're pointing at the remote and he's saying do something.
Little camera shy over there from Gabe.
All right.
Mr. Garcia, as we like to call him. Hans Closen says his comment. We have Luke Berge here says, I ain't going to be able to make it today. But that doesn't make any sense because you're here, Luke. Working a full day, 7:30 a.m. to 10:15 p.m. Wow. Just wanted to hop in and say hi to y'all and hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Wow, Luke. We really appreciate the words. Keep up the good work. Mike Spina says, the Americans with Disabilities Act tints look good. Honda, bro.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
You know what?
Yeah.
We all appreciate that, Mike.
The tint is in compliance with federal law, so that's great. Yeah.
Is. And then Mike's Auto Detailing says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Mike.
And then
hello.
Dino Grahovic,
super chat.
Dropping in $2.
No, that's €2.
Oh, €2. What's that translate
it's
to?
Like
$1?
$3.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we each, maybe we'll get an iron brew if we can get enough money here together.
It's going to be delicious. I'm excited about that. I hope we can get some more super chats to get some more iron brews. That'd be great.
So thank you, Dino. The famous TRC crew is here. We are here, and we're not going anywhere.
Thanks, Dino.
Hans says, Vigor, congrats to you and your wife. Good to hear all is well.
Absolutely.
JT, so many types of towels. Where's the cheat sheet to show which ones are the best to use for different needs? Who's got the cheat sheet?
Well, you know what? It's kind of hard because we don't have a perfect cheat sheet for everybody because everybody's different. They approach these things with a different attitude. Some people like the feel of one towel versus another.
Yeah.
It definitely is kind of a personal preference. But at the same time, there are certain towels that we kind of try and direct people towards a certain use form, such as the Miner. That's a metal polishing towel. Why? Because it's gray. The Edgeless 365 is the same towel, just in different colors, but the Edgeless 365 is really good on metal surfaces, especially with metal polish. And when it's gray like that, it keeps it from looking, ratty after doing that a few times. So that's kind of the idea behind it. But other than that, you've got your glass towels, of course. You got your diamond. You got your waffle weaves. You got your FTW, literally for the window. I mean, there's lots of options out there. But it really depends on what you're looking to do. So go ahead and give us some specifics, and we'll work it out. And I'm sure you can hear everything they're whispering about over here because we have microphones on.
I'm seeing through the camera here. This looks like a fake backdrop.
It does.
I know, right?
It's real, though. It's really there.
Throw something at the Elantra so people know it's there.
Just dent it.
I'll just do this so people can see.
Oh. Make a shadow puppet or something.
He can interact with it. Wow, that's a
interactive background.
This is some next level
so
tech.
guys, just
He's,
hang on.
He's just gonna read the comments from
I'm telling you what's happening. So no, this is the real backdrop, which is super cool.
Yep.
But JT, we've
watch
got
it switch and it won't
we've
even.
got a ton of videos.
Oh, yep.
On man. Oh no, it's me. Look.
There you go.
All right. So we've got a ton of videos on all the different types of weaves and blends. Take a look at some of those. Some of our early detox, we went through a lot of the breakdown of what towels and things. So I'd recommend you watch some of those videos. That way you kind of know what to expect. So Riley S., is there an optimum dwell time for WOWO's Contact 121 before buffing off the excess? Actually, no. You can take it off at any time. So we usually recommend put it on, work your way around the vehicle, and by the time you get around to the other side, you can start wiping off the excess. So. No problem. Oh my gosh, that super chat went up to $5.
Holy
let's make sure we're not
€5.
That is absolutely going to be.
Get yourself a few Pepsis. Hey, thanks, Dino.
That's pretty
appreciate
nice,
it, man.
man. That's pretty nice. Thank
That's
you.
pretty
awesome,
rad.
man.
Thanks, brother. Dane, make sure you make a note of that because I assume that money's in your bank account.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not how this works. I promise that's not how this works.
Wow. Van Boeven, please give us more details about the black sponge. Pretty please. Notice the Easter egg in the new FAQ series, ETA on availability.
Before we answer him, let's talk about the FAQ. Let's mention that. So it's earlier in the stream here. For people who don't know about it, and this is Gabe, who you saw earlier, that was actually his idea during a meeting. Why not make an FAQ channel? And that was actually a great idea. It makes a lot of sense. Short, direct videos. You're in some. You're in some. Future ones might have me in some, maybe Morgan in some. So they're just going to be really direct and to the point because we know you guys like having questions answered, but sometimes our videos, we like to talk. We like to have a little bit of fun. We're characters, whatever. We have a good time. So these just cut through all of that chattiness and they go straight to answering the question. And the question is the title. So it's very easy to understand what you're getting. But it's a whole new channel. So if you weren't aware of that, please head over to the Rag Company FAQ channel. That's what it is. Search it on YouTube. Subscribe to it. I promise, if you're the kind of person who's on here, you probably like seeing answers to questions. So it's a channel all about that.
Perfect.
Basically expanding on the idea.
Second part, black sponge. Well, now it's not a secret, but it is known as the Rag Company Ultra Black Sponge. It is made by our friends at Lake Country, and it is an exclusive product only to the Rag Company. And if you've been a big fan of the Big Red Sponge, it's going to be doing all those things that the Big Red Sponge can do, only way better because it's the Ultra Black Sponge. So it's softer. It can be used in both rinseless and soap applications. And I think Anthony went to go grab one just to show you all to bring it out. Now, it arrived yesterday afternoon here at the Rag Company. So Nate has been taking pictures, getting it all ready for the website, and we feel it's going to be launched probably next week. So it's really cool. We designed the shape a little differently because, one, I have arthritis and I needed something to hold a little better.
Can we open this one?
It's easier for Anthony.
All right, sweet. Well, the bag is nice. I don't want to. I'm not gonna punch you. I know where the resistance is. We're good. I'm doing it gently.
So,
dig your finger in, tear it
says,
apart.
Thanks, Hans. Santi, what happened to the WOWO's videos
Show
on the channel?
Contours.
Well, let's go back to the Ultra Black Sponge, Santi. First things first. So take it up there, Anthony. Show it to one of the cameras.
Yeah, give him a good look.
Give him a good look inside.
Oh boy.
All right, take a look inside my sponge, folks. Here we go. I'm gonna come to this guy right over here.
Wow. There is. Make sure you got the light on it, though. Otherwise, it's just like abyss. Spongy abyss.
You know, we can only do so much. I got a delay
so
here.
Is there a different audience for each camera? I'll walk over to this.
No,
I think it's a different
Anthony,
audience. I think it's all the same people
I think
watching.
Tim's trying to switch the cameras as you move, and it's probably not the best.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Oh,
let's see.
it's fine. You can stay back at that one.
Yeah, there he goes. He's just migrating between. So for the people listening to this sometime in the future who aren't part of this Q&A right now, they're probably going to find this a little weird. Go and watch this on YouTube if you're listening to this sometime in the future. You need to see what's happening.
So Santi wants to know what happened to the WOWO's videos on the channel. Are you talking about the YouTube channel, like the Rag Company YouTube channel, or the Wowo's YouTube channel, Santi? That's two different things. So, Hans, can chemicals cause cauliflower effect on towels, or is it always caused by heat? Well, Hans, it's mostly caused by heat, unless the chemical agent causes the fibers to melt and cause them to hook together. So, like certain solvents and things that can cause that plastic to melt, basically. Mostly heat though. Carissa Thomas just saying hi. Oh, I got a weird job cleaning an arcade racing seat. I guess you'll never know where your skills will lead.
Great point.
That's actually a really great idea, because a lot of those arcade seats some of them are just actual seats.
Yeah,
like race car seats.
Real seat.
Some people are actually building those and doing that, so it would make sense.
And they have shifters sometimes, pedals.
Some are,
fake
Alcantara,
gauges. Yeah.
Over leather. Awesome. Umberto, nice looking. Oh, Vigor. Hey, TRC, can you talk? Wait, where's that? Oh, Hans. Whoa, new studio looks great. Audio is a bit low though. Well, we'll see if Tim can turn that up for you.
This is from far in the past. I think they probably dealt with this already.
Hey, TRC, can you talk about reusing coating towels? What kind of solution should I put my coating towels in to make sure they don't harden with the coating? How long should they stay in that solution? Joe, biggest thing is keep them wet. They can go in water. They can go in O&R. They can go in a little bit of water and power clean. You can just have an O&R bucket of 256-to-1, throw your towels in. The key is keeping the towel wet. You don't want the towel to dry out. And then when you're done with your job and you're cleaning up, take those towels out of the solution and throw them in the wash. Very simple, very easy to do. So, and then I use them as interior towels after that. So my coating towels were the same color as my interior towels, and I would literally pull new towels for coating jobs, and I would get them washed and I would throw them back in. So, Umberto, nice looking studio garage. Kirby Thompson says, Joe, nice news. So, little congratulations. BJ Slinger.
Our good friend BJ Slinger. All right.
Hey guys, BJ Slinger tuning in from Modesto, California for the second time in a row.
Welcome back, BJ Slinger.
That's my hometown, baby.
Awesome.
Yeah, Modesto. That's right. Yeah.
Modesto,
Proud,
man.
super proud.
Unfortunately, don't tell people that. Man.
Mike Spina says, Vigor, I usually toss coating towels. So, Mike, the reason we talk about not tossing them is that actually you can get nicer towels, use them for interior jobs, for dirty jobs, and get more uses out of the towel. Therefore, you have a lower cost per use on each towel. So, Dino says the audio is lagging. Tom says, or Kirby says, volume seems low today.
I think they handled that sense.
Tug Bankert, I got the For Real, and it is amazing. I just noticed the TRC carries it. I bought it from Autodork. Sorry, guys. It's all right, Tug. We have honestly had a box of For Reals for quite some time, and we were kind of key in helping develop those For Reals for Tom. So, no problem.
Well, people don't forget either.
Yep.
So.
Nate C. Someone in my house accidentally re-dried my microfiber towels in the dryer at high heat. After I'd already dried them on low heat. Does that ruin the towels, or one accident not that bad? Depends on how hot they are and if they did melt.
Yeah. How long were they in there for?
See. Yeah. You won't know.
You just have to start trying to dry stuff up, and if it's not absorbing, you got your clue.
Ew.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Brian Cowell here, 77. Hello, everyone. The new building is looking good. What is or are the best TRC towels for spray wax? Presumably for spreading, removing, leveling, all that business.
Creatures,
so what do you guys say?
Spectrums, Eagles, 365s, they all work great.
Yeah.
Even these purple pearls are awesome.
Drago. I mean, you got some old options. They're good stuff.
Some of the older
New one's going to be great.
New one's on its way. Kirby says, TRC crew, looks like you've been busy on the new facility, liking it.
Yes, we have.
We have. We've been shooting a lot of videos out of here. We're basically 95% of the way done.
Yeah, there's bits and bobs that are missing here and there.
We still got to unpack a couple things. Yeah. Organize. We got a pile of boxes over there. We've got a big mess of stuff in the very back of the red.
We're hiding it with the car mostly.
So we're getting there. It's a lot of, it's just like moving into a new house. Right?
Yeah, and we'll do like a reveal video that actually shows it in detail and stuff. But we want to wait until we have like some of the more decorations up and stuff. There's still a few little bits and pieces missing here and there. But yeah.
Matt Rouse, are you guys getting Jersey bug scrubbers in soon? Yes. Now, we know we are sold out. We are hoping to get them in as soon as possible. We don't have a timeline yet. My guess, it's usually always about 2 weeks.
Yeah. Nope, that makes sense.
So Kirby Thompson says the image quality is excellent today. Thanks,
Nice.
Kirby. That's because we're using some pretty wicked hardware right now.
Yeah, we're not using a GoPro or our phones today.
Yeah.
So this is a dramatic improvement.
Yeah,
Welcome to ESPN.
It's about there.
Mike Spina, thanks for the advice, guys. Mike's Auto Detailing. Where can I see Wowos or any of the rags in stores? Not in stores. You can pick them up online. You can, if you're
It's pretty much we have our
Geek,
distributors.
If you're near a detailed image, not a detailed, but if you're near a detailer's domain, or any of our dealers, so go on our website, go to distributors, and then look on the dealer page under distributors. It'll show you United States. You can click on that, and those are actual folks who sell rag company towels out of their shops, and they don't have like a full line, but you can call maybe if someone's near you and ask, hey, do you happen to have any gauntlets in stock? And if they're like, yeah, I got 10 of them, you can come take a look and actually feel one and touch. I know the feeling, Mike. So, or if you're in Boise, Idaho, you can come on over and check out the store when it reopens.
Well, in addition to that, we also have detailers who sometimes carry our products.
That's what I just said, they're dealers.
But I mean, there's dealers, and then there's some separation there too.
So go on the website, go into distributor, hit the United States, and then you'll see a list of our dealers. Those guys actually sell our towels in their store. So Rep the 305. Just put gloss coat on my wife's car 7 days ago. Am I good now to wash it and apply bead maker? Thanks for advance. Thanks in advance. Rep the 305. I'd wait a month before doing any of that. So I'd wash it and apply bead maker in 1 month. George Zapata. Hello from San Clemente. I'm going to Idaho next week. Where,
really?
George? If you're nearby Boise, come stop by. Say hello.
Yeah.
Message us, on Instagram or Facebook and just say, hey, guys, I'm swinging over. Preferably Instagram.
Preferably.
That does it. Willie Wallace, we've got how many microfiber towels and what do you suggest for a starter detailer that wants to turn pro? For cleaning and polishing, etc. Please analyze what is a must to have. Thank you for your time. I take it this is a very detail-oriented person.
Dane, how many towels would you have if you had to switch over from being a starter detailer
to somebody who details more than just one car or multiple cars
right,
that I own?
Let's say you've
if I'm doing it for
you
someone
had
else.
your fleet of 4 cars, right? When you had them. And
it was 5 at one point.
Right. You had your towels. And then you were like, okay, so what towels I have are good. Let's say you spent an entire Saturday working on all 5 cars. Correct?
Yeah.
That's a hard day.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to burn through a ton of towels because you're not going to reuse those same towels on every car, right?
Definitely not.
So you're going to have to create basically, if not 5 versions of all the towels you're going to use to do those 5 cars, but you're also going to have to think about the wash and care time to cycle those towels through the laundry.
Yeah.
And if you're going to
that's
start
where
a
you're
business,
balancing
and let's
it.
say you're going to do 1 car a day every day, that means you're going to have to wash those towels every night.
Well, I would do one very big thing, which is I know a lot of people who are doing it just for themselves. They like to mix and match. They like to experiment, try a little towel here, something different there. But when you're running a shop, it does make a lot of sense to kind of homogenize your lineup a little bit. Just create a few staples that you use, and you can buy a lot of them.
Yeah.
So say you like the EL 365, the Edgeless 365. That's kind of a do-it-all, all-purpose Terry-style towel. It's edgeless. It's really good for a wide number of things. You could get away with having probably like a wholesale case of those, and you could use that for all sorts of stuff. That would be the first place I start. That and maybe like a Creature Edgeless, something like that, maybe a case of those. And between those two, I could do a whole lot before I needed something different. Would it be the best for every situation? No. But could it get me through every situation? Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, okay, once you realize, like, I got my baseline, I'm good, then you can start expanding into, oh, okay, I find I run into this problem with glass. Great. Bring in some glass towels for these specific scenarios where you need something more aggressive, all that sort of thing. It makes more sense than having a larger, spongier towel.
Yeah.
You move to something shorter. You get the idea. But basically, you want to have a strong base. Start with a wholesale case of 365s or Creature Edgeless. That's where I would say to start.
Morgan, Anthony?
Yeah, I think 365s.
That's always our answer,
Case,
pretty much.
nice case of 365.
Yeah.
So a case,
Yeah.
usually about 100 to 150 towels. You can look on the site and you'll see, and you actually get them for about $1 a piece. This will get you enough towels so that you could do 2-3 cars without having to wash your towels.
But if you want to try like all the different kinds that we have, I always tell people to get a kit because it has like 1 or 2 of
glass towel,
like a certain number of towels, and then which ones you like and which ones you like for what, and then at that point you just order more of them.
So what makes the most sense is probably pick up a wholesale case of that generic towel, like whatever the most do-it-all towel is, and then get one of those kits as your practice. Yeah, the 300 is a great idea too. Absolutely. But get a case of something that's going to do a lot, and then just get your coverage through some other more specific towels.
Because you genuinely can pretty much do anything with the 365s. But
there's always that towel that does the best in a given situation. But the 365 is a jack of all trades. It'll get you through lots. Yeah.
Riley S., besides the last cut, what are some other compounds and polishes that won't stain trim? Even some may not sell. That's weird. We did an FAQ.
We did an FAQ video about that very thing.
I think he's got a spy cam installed.
No.
See what we're doing.
It's on the channel right now. You should go subscribe to that.
Yeah, Riley, we're not going to answer your
question.
Direct
Company FAQ channel.
We're not going to answer it, Riley. You better
go there. You have to go there, Riley.
Better go look for your own self.
Yeah. All right.
Hyper Twins.
Scoop Master. Hector, what's going on? So, hi. Any water spot remover that comes gallon and can be diluted? I use Nanoskin spot free. I'm looking for something different and more effective. I don't know what that says. Please. Let me move here. Hold on. Any ideas? All right. Whoa. So I'm gonna say, there's a lot of different water spot removers that most of them are gonna be diluted. We don't carry anything that we would say. I would probably talk to the folks at UEME and in Puerto Rico and see what they've got in stock and what they would choose. Cool. Ray L., hey, always love the videos. Please have Morgan say, "Pan the organizer."
How do I say it? In like
just stretch out the A in pan, I guess. There you
go. he goes, "Pan the organizer."
There it is. All right.
There's a little bit too much in, but
more A, less N.
Anthony, do you want to do that next one there?
Okay.
Close enough.
Loving the blob eye in the background.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks, Rectangle. Appreciate it.
Nice silver Subi.
It feels.
Wow.
It's pretty aggressive, pretty awesome. Blob eye Elantra.
Morgan away.
Those Subaru Hyundais, right?
Your auto detailing says, "Give that sponge away."
I hate it here.
Joey just might. Scoop Master says, "Hey, wondering if tunnel-specific soaps can be used in the foam cannon. I've seen high and low pH soaps. Wondering if they would work to pre-soak before polishing and ceramic coat." Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I would. So
the concentration
tunnel specific is it's concentrations and the quantities. You'd be getting them in 55-gallon drums, and then you'd have to pump them in. And they're designed to dilute at a crazy number, 500 to 1,000 to 1. So I'd try and stay away from those because there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong, including destroying the foam cannon. Ricky Colon, hey guys, coming to you yet again with a frozen mojito on hand.
Must be nice.
Battle that tropical heat.
Ricky.
It's pretty hot.
We have a giant fan that helps us against that tropical heat.
But we can't run it right now because it would sound like we're in a hurricane.
Super fun.
It's like a helicopter landing on us.
Ricky, what kind of mint are you putting inside that mojito? Are you putting something good inside? Are there any other delicious additives? Are you putting any strawberries or anything?
Strawberry mojito. Have you had a blueberry mojito?
I have not.
So good. So good.
Moving down the list here, we have Hans Closen says, does the IK Multi Pro 9 also have a quick fill Schrader valve like the IK Foam Pro 12 does? It does not, unfortunately, not at least not at this time. Tomasab, you know what that says?
Yep.
Says, hello, I'm in Portugal and I have worked with brand Fiverr.
Zavizzer.
Do you have any feedback? We do not have any feedback for you.
Sorry, man. We know about Zvizzer, but we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
So
I'm blinded by the lights.
Ooh.
Gabe, Mr. Garcia is asking. He's like, "Hey Anthony, how are you feeling right now?" My eyes are tearing up right now.
I think one thing we can do is take this light and move it across that way,
we have more
so that
lighting on us than we've ever had.
Yeah, if you could just like put it to like half.
Right next to the TV, so we're looking directly
into
this.
That's better. That's a little better.
Yep, that's the same.
Still hard for Anthony.
Yep.
All right. So George Brooks, flex or Rupes?
If you move it over that way,
no,
literally roll it over there.
No, don't do that.
We
need face light.
Rupes polishers. So.
We do. But we just love polishing in general, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll take what we can get.
Significant UK. Hey guys, will you be over in the UK as a group next year for Waxstock 2021? Yes.
We certainly want to be.
That's our plan. So we are hoping. We're super bummed that that it got canceled this year and that we're not.
That's
able
a
to
lot
go.
of things this
However,
year already.
Our booth space, or our booth, our sponsorship, because we're a primary sponsor for Waxstock. We're just pushing that money for next year. We told them to just, plan on us next year, and we don't need the money back or anything like that. So we are go for 2021.
We do.
I'll take it.
So,
yep, same.
Philip Van Boeven, how close is TRC's black sponge to the OPT's yellow sponge, the gold sponge? Well, the foam is completely different. It's black foam.
Well, I mean, Lake Country Construction is. I understand why it's one of those tempting things. You see the sponge and you assume, oh, it's just the same stuff. Lake Country
Totally
makes
different.
it. They're actually different. If you took the big red sponge, the big gold sponge, and this, put them side by side, and you used them not just with rinseless wash, but also
the gold
soap.
sponge is a little softer
Yeah.
than the black sponge.
This has more resistance when you squeeze it.
Well, the gold sponge is a very squishy foam.
Yeah.
This is also a very squishy foam. The difference is with the black, you're able to use it with soap, which is a big deal.
The other thing is the other two, the shape. You're dealing with the shape of those other two. Yeah. This is unique. I would say I like this better in the hand than either of those other two.
Feels nice.
And you can get into contours with that edge that you probably couldn't with the other one unless you're using the corner, and even then, it's just not the same. I know it seems like small potatoes, but really, try it out. I think it's one of those things that'll grow on people.
Yeah. Ricky Colon says, holy crap, the MOS Elantra in the house. Oh, you know it, buddy. Then he says he got his stash of TRC shirts earlier this week. Thanks a lot, guys. You're welcome, man. PJ Gravely. Does spray SiO2 sealants work better than sealant applied via polisher? That's a good question, PJ, but not really. It's one of those things that depends on the sealant. Some sealants need to be applied by a polisher, but there are spray sealants that bond extremely well to paint surfaces. So there's really no, change. What do you think, Anthony?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there? Watching yourself?
He's just staring at himself.
Here, like watching down here on this screen.
Very unprofessional.
I am trying to not look up. I'm telling you guys, it's messing with you.
If he throws up on camera, I'm leaving. I hope you all know that.
I'll tell you what. You guys keep talking. I am going to move that light.
Do you need a hat, Anthony?
Hey, don't move it.
I don't know, because
oh my God, Dane. Oh my God, Dane, turn that off.
The screen has a reflection of the exact lighting. So when I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, oh, I'm also blinded by the light.
It's coming from
see that. I have a reflection of that light back there.
Okay. Ow. So it's hard to explain.
Off of this
it's hard to explain, but we always try to.
The hard part is these are the most lights we've ever had on ourselves for
We literally, every single light.
We've been doing this from our garages for the last 2 months.
Don't put it closer.
Oh, that's drastically better, at least on that side.
I'm just getting it so you can look at the screen.
How does it look here? Let's take a second just to see.
Let's review. Oh, Gabe's coming. He's mad.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's look.
What?
There.
Keep talking, he says. All right.
What's happening?
So Umberto says, wow, this Visor I've seen being used in a yacht. A spray coat. Oh, okay. I know Visor to be a pad company. I didn't know if they made spray coats. So
I didn't even know what that was.
Hey, TRC gang, I know Dane saw it, but how'd you all like my half-joking but also not half-joking submission for the rap event on the podcast discussion Facebook? Hope you are all well. I did not see that yet.
It was a early 90s Dodge Ram, you know the one, that had all the paint fading off of it. Just all of it. Because you know that they have that problem.
No, I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
Wrap the Jag to look like that.
wrap the
Oh, no, I
jag.
think he literally meant, don't do my card, do this instead.
We don't want to do the jag anyway. We want. I'm kidding, Dane. It's gonna look really good when
Bummer.
it's. Oh, I almost. Wait, we haven't released the color yet, have we?
We have not.
We haven't really
I
talked
almost
about
said
it.
it.
No, it's okay. I don't
No,
mind.
For
don't
the
say
Rap
it.
Institute live event that we're going to be having, we are going to be broadcasting that live. That is going to be the first weekend in August. We're going to be doing that. So that is going to be a live event, just like we did with the Suburban, so everybody can watch wherever you are. And it's going to be pretty wild. We are going to have something pretty cool. And we're doing it in here, which is going to be really neat. So super excited about
Big
that.
event. Super excited.
It'll be
Can't
good use of the new space. This is our first chance live streaming from out here. We're not using our full system yet. It's kind of piecemeal right now, but
like we said, we're not 100% operational.
We're getting
90%.
there. Yeah.
We're doing little things at a time.
In case you wonder why we still haven't produced a lot of new videos recently, we're working. We're working.
We are working on it.
So Mike's Auto Detailing says, thanks. Rectangle, getting my S14 resprayed soon. How many coats of clear should I ask for? At least 3, dude. At least 3. Umberto, I think visitors from Germany. You are correct.
It has that
Dino,
sound to it.
$10 or 10 euros. Holy cow, Dino, you are dropping dollars on us, baby. We appreciate it. When does the sponge come to the EU? Quite possibly in a few weeks. We literally, like we said, just got these late afternoon yesterday. We haven't even unloaded the pallet yet to get them into stock.
No, we've been waiting a minute just to get them here. So, yeah.
So we're working on all that. As soon as we have them counted and ready to go, then obviously EU will be putting in their order for that too. So Scott Weaver, what towel most resembles the discontinued Wizard with the silk banded edge? So Scott, that's the Eagle 350, and we removed the silk banded edge.
Correct.
So it's the Eagle 350 because that's what the Wizard was. They were both circular knit weave towels at 350 GSM.
Yep.
The difference was we made an edgeless and an edged. So we got rid of that and created just the edgeless. So and named it the Eagle 350. So Hector, back at it. I buy a small washer and dryer that cost me like $120, and I love it to wash and dry my towels. It works great. That's awesome.
Perfect.
That's what I did. It makes it so easy. Mike says there's no distributors in Cali. Are there any dealers in California? That's the real question. Bob West 251. I'm picking up an IK Foam 2 today for Breakbuster. What inserts and dilutions are the best?
Well, our resident IK expert is for some reason not seated at this table right now.
So dilution for the Breakbuster, 10-1.
Yes.
And remember, you've got to have the right mixture of air, water, and product. So 10-1 for water and product. Fill it up to where it tells you the fill line is, and then that leaves the rest of the room for air to
You got to leave that room for the air. It's so important.
Most people seem to forget that part more than anything else.
You would think that if you want the maximum amount of,
of course, then I just
product,
fill
you
it
just
to the
fill
top.
it to the top. Why would you leave room?
Yeah.
But then when you think about how it works, then you realize you got to leave
You're pumping air in.
And
if
also,
no
for
room
people who don't know, is the more product that's not in there, I guess the more room for air means that you can spray longer. So if you don't want to have to pump it up after every wheel.
Well, and your foam is improved as you go along actually because of that too.
And fill it and pump it to full pressure.
Yep.
The other thing is you want to make sure that you're so you pump it up to full pressure. You've got it 10-1. Then based on the tips, the regular foam tip that comes in it inside is that comes stocked in the machine.
Yeah.
Is great. The dry foam and the wet foam tips are the other two that you've got. They kind of need to figure out how you want to go about
just
those.
play with it and see what you want, because you might want different levels of foam for different applications.
Yep. So Rael said something really rude. Message retracted, man.
So much it got retracted.
Mike Spina laughing about the ADA. Ricky Cologne, strawberry mojito coming up. Thanks for the suggestion, Morgan.
Please let me know how it goes.
Delicious.
Legacy Auto Sales, Boise, my buddy's Johnny over there says looking great.
He brought by a fun-looking early 90s SL today, Mercedes-Benz SL. Yeah.
That's cool.
No, that was nice.
Quattro Audi, hello, what is the process to become a distributor? Quattro Audi, you can email Josh at theragcompany.com to find out if you want to become a distributor, or you can also reach out if you're in another country. So let's say you're in Europe, you can reach out to TRC Europe, go to our website and hit one of them. They're our master distributor for Europe. So if you'd like to become a distributor or dealer under them, if you're in the UK, you reach out to Clean and Shiny UK. They are our UK distributor. And if you're in Australia, you can reach out to Mark Perch, who is AU Car Care Co. in Australia. So, and if you're in the U.S., then you reach out to us. But here in the U.S., it's josh@theragcompany.com.
Love
Correct.
Next.
So, Hector, again, Scoop Master is the name racers call racers on the scene, I think. Call me on the racing scene, the Scoop Master, S-Coupe Master. So, Hyundais used to have the S-Coupe prior to the Tiburons.
Whoa.
Well, the joke was always they called them the Scoop because the S was like so close to Coupe, it just looked like it said Scoop.
Yep. Riley S., with the color lock system on older leather using the leather protector after the cleaner, does it need a third step to finish with leather shield or good to go? You're good to go with leather protector, especially on older leather. On new leather, you want to use leather shield. Now, you can put leather protector, let it dry, cure, all that stuff, and then hit it with leather shield if you'd like. But you should be okay with that. So, can't do any of those things.
Well, I'm not. I'm not sure what I'm being. Okay.
Do you have to try the brand? Do you have to try the brand's visor? Is a game changer. Do you going to love it? Is their polish is amazing? All right, Morgan. Thanks for the pan.
I got a pan.
All right, so Tomasab 59. Do you have to try the brand's visor? It's a game changer. You're gonna love it. Is their polish is amazing. Okay, cool, man. I've always heard good things about their stuff. Rael, all right, Morgan. Thanks for the pan. I don't know if I ever have found you guys if it weren't for watching Pan. He is great. I mostly buy your rags from Detailed Image. They're great.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it, man.
All right, remember
Means a
two-finger
lot.
scroll.
Dane's wearing a Detailed Image shirt.
That's right.
Woo!
Eric DeFosses, me, Quebec. Cool, man. It's a Quebecois. Mike Spina, Morgan, love those CCWs, by the way. So dope.
Thank you. Me too. They're literally one of my favorite wheels of all time.
Alkaline Trio. Will the Rap Institute be wrapping Dane his car or both?
I kind of want Dane
love
like
to
to
see
get
both
wrapped
wrapped.
to the hood. You know what I mean? Like he would
And then
just.
have Liz drive him home.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That'd be great.
I don't
Or
know
maybe
about
the
that,
roof. Do you
guys.
think the hood or the roof for like
The roof,
aerodynamics?
that would be pretty cool. You'd look like a like an extra race scoop on top.
Ooh.
I'm just the lump on the hood.
Probably it would.
I could be the power dome on the hood.
I like that.
Okay,
Power
Yeah,
Dome.
I'm the power
Dane's
dome.
new nickname,
Yep.
Power Dome.
I don't know if we should keep that.
What
I
is
think
the
we should maybe get rid of that.
Oh, no.
microfiber wash solution package? Specific brand. All. ALL free and clear.
Oh, all. I was like, all what?
And half a cup of distilled white vinegar.
There you
All,
go.
Literally. All.
Yes, all.
Big fan of distilled
So
white
that's
vinegar.
it. And then washer and dryer, a normal one.
A normal one.
Eric
Right.
DeFoss says, "Me Nano Ceramic Protect equals Ceramic Pro." Okay, cool, man. That's awesome. So
Hi.
he uses Nano Ceramic Protect, Ceramic Pro, I believe. Delphine, hey, I'm new to air guns. Just wondering if you have specific microfiber towels for rifles. Delphine, congratulations. So my brother-in-law owns Utah Air Guns in Utah. And he is a huge air
They're
gun.
a big deal.
They are one of the only importers of air guns in the United States. And one of his favorite kits is our actual firearm kit that we carry. You can go on our, I think it's on our Facebook, or on our, not our Facebook, but on our website and on Amazon. We have what we refer to as our firearm kit. That is a series of smaller 12-12 towels, 10x10, but also have things like
suede lens
lens
cloths,
cloths for your scopes.
knit lens cloths. I mean, they're really meant for like smaller, fine polished surfaces, that kind of stuff. There are some more general purpose like cleaning towels in there too, though.
Yeah, Delphine. So check those out. They're pretty rad. And if not, check out his site, utahairguns.com. David Timothy Duvall, is Anthony okay? I think Anthony just had a heart attack.
Don't say that.
No, that's not true. He didn't.
It looked like it.
No,
was
he had
sweaty.
a paper cut and he needed to go to the emergency room.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
He walked over there and he hasn't come back yet,
No,
but
they,
I'm pretty
you
sure
know, they
he'll
summoned
be all right.
him for something obviously
I
important.
think he's fired. I think they fired him.
Yo,
wow, live
wouldn't that
on
be
Q&A.
awesome?
That'd be hilarious. If he got
We would
fired.
have so much fun without him, you guys.
Jeez, I know you two fight a lot, but wow.
No,
We're all
David,
kidding. That's
so I
this
think
big joke, one big
he's
whole
been,
joke.
He's been running a little hot today. He's had to do 3 wash Wednesdays back to back. So he's been getting, he was a little sweaty, having to deal with that. So 888 works. What do you think of that silly MTM sprayer attachment? Looks ridiculous. Bryce at OG. Bryce, what's up, dude? So I actually like it because I used to have a double sprayer about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And it was awesome. Because what I liked was I had a high and low pressure setting with that thing, so I could do some cool stuff with it just by turning a valve. And if I had foam cannon technology 10 years ago, I would have used it. It's great. It worked great for when I washed my shop because I could really pressure wash some stuff, and then I could turn down the low pressure and actually get the like dirt and stuff that like gets caught in like your windows and things. I could flush all that stuff out.
Yeah.
So,
Very good.
Mike says, what up, Bryce? Riley says, hey, Bryce. Delphine, I just cleaned my engine bay. I was wondering if you can apply wax there on the paint or bead maker on the plastics. Delphine, you're more than welcome to try. I usually just like to dress underneath the engine bay. I use a water-based dressing, and I spray everything. And then I close the hood, let it sit, dry up, and then I come back and wipe up any of the excess. That's the easiest way to do it.
Perfect.
888 works. Hey, guys. Grayson Narlinger, best way to clean exhaust tips.
We just did that yesterday.
Yesterday too, Grayson. Mike Spina says he uses P21. So any metal polish works great. Honestly, microfiber towel and some metal polish will do you just fine. The other thing you can do is get some double-out steel wool, clean those up. Use a metal polish or a compound actually in there to just kind of heavy clean if you've got some dirty tips. You could also use 3000 grit sandpaper and sand it if you've got a really old tip. Sand it and then polish it out. So Alkaline says, Curmudgeon Show is still doing their show via Zoom. Have you considered reaching out to them and joining in for an episode?
I am a huge fan of Jason Camisa. He's like one of my favorite auto journalists. He does some great stuff. And I remember I showed these guys when we were at SEMA when he did that microfiber episode about towels and stuff. So that was pretty amusing. But yeah, no, I haven't reached out to them or anything. So I don't know. It could be something. I have no idea if they know who we are, but I certainly know who they are. So yeah, they've got some cool stuff, and I really like their the episode they did about the Lancia Stratos, the new version. That's really cool too. Down the list here, we got S Coupe Master saying Dane S Coupe is short for Sport Coupe. I never would have guessed.
Yep.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Ricky Cologne, Strawberry Mojito done. Check the IG.
I looked in my DMs. I don't see it. I looked in the rad company too.
Richard
Ricky,
Wakefield.
don't set me up.
Hello. Richard, what's going on, man?
Hello.
Mike Spina says, Dane, where's the
welcome.
Coca-Cola? Oh. And
Dane
then,
is drinking water like a healthy boy.
I do have an adrenaline shock waiting for me in the fridge, though. I could
Dane,
get.
You just exposed yourself. You could have just admitted that you were trying to live a healthier life.
I drink this water canteen every day, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. At least.
I do.
So Tim jumped on, said Anthony had a small business matter he needed to go handle. He's doing fine at David Timothy Duval. Ken Jeeper, has anyone tried McKee's Big Gold Sponge? It's definitely softer than both the Big Red Sponge and Opti's Big Gold Sponge. Can't wait to try the Black Sponge. Ken, fun fact, the McKee's Big Gold Sponge is the Optimum Big Gold Sponge.
What?
You want to know why? Because Ivan LaCroix is the developer and inventor of the Big Gold Sponge, the Big Red Sponge, and the Ultra Black Sponge.
Yeah, no, Ivan had a hand in the actual design and testing of each one of those.
When he left Optimum, and now he's a brand,
like an ambassador
for McKee's, they have a rinseless, and they would really like to use the sponge technology. So one of the great things they were able to do is because the Big Red Sponge is key to Optimum, and the Big Gold Sponge was for OptiCoat installers only, there's a loophole that allows McKee's to pick up the Big Gold Sponge and be able to sell it on their website. So
and one of the biggest things,
saying they're just branded a little differently.
One of the biggest things that separated the red from the gold was the fact that the gold could also work with soap, whereas the red was never originally intended for that. The black also works with both, but the red, don't use your red with soap. It just won't be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio, y'all answer my question about vomiting, Dane?
What?
While I was doing dumbbell squats. Let me see here. I gotta move
Vaping.
this. Oh, rapping, Dane. While I was doing dumbbell squats. Almost dropped the weights from laughing. Y'all answer my question from rapping, Dane. Yeah.
Well, I guess on the power
We'll try it out.
now.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it now.
Dane. He'll be out there lifting some weights with you.
Okay, if Anthony doesn't come back for a while, you want to just, it's weird having an empty seat, but if we can all scoot to the middle here.
Me and Dane have something in common.
Bring it on
we love
in.
cars with animal names. I love my Tiburon. He loves his Jag.
Whoa. It's true.
You're right, Hector. That's right. I just wanted to share that a little detailing side business you guys inspired me to start is doing really well. I have 2 coating jobs scheduled within the next month.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Grayson Narlinger, best way to clean exhaust. Grayson, so use a all-purpose cleaner or wheel cleaner to clean and break down some of that. Then if you can, if you've got any type of iron remover, something like that, clean it, scrub it, and then scrub the, use a little double-aught steel wool, whatever you need to really, break down a lot of that grime that gets on those exhaust pipes. If it's really clean, you can just use a towel and some metal polish and be done with it.
There's one caveat I would add, which we ran into yesterday because it was actual burnt tip exhaust. It was a titanium exhaust, had the blue, kind of flamed area. You don't want to accidentally polish that off. If somebody likes that look, you don't want to take it away necessarily. You just want to make sure you're cleaning it. So careful when you're using compound or polish around those particular areas because it will come off. Yeah, that's mainly it.
Alkaline, Levi, did you say you got a small washer and dryer from microfiber towel washing? If so, what kind? They were from Craigslist. That's literally it.
That's it.
No, so when I had my shop, I bought a washer and dryer off of Craigslist. That was it. No brand specific. I try to stay away from front loaders in a shop setting because they tendency to have, like here, we're not going to be washing a ton of towels, but we're washing towels. But they're brand new. We spent the money, got some nice brand new units that have a warranty and all that. So here they're going to be fine.
I say we got some brand new towels, and I'm like, how'd that happen?
Yeah. And then they'll wash. But in my shop, you got to remember, you're washing towels all day long. Those things are running nonstop. So I bought Craigslist or used because it was cheap enough that I could just go buy another one. I didn't have to worry about doing something. So that's why. But at home, I'm just using my washer and dryer, and I wash my towels. As many I have, I wash them probably once every 2 weeks. So not a big problem.
Yeah,
they accomplished the goal you set out to do.
That's what we need.
888 works. Oh no!
Oh no! Why?
Scrolling down.
What was that?
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
That's a lot.
Whoa!
G. Davis, Dane's Power Dome, the #1 selling marital aid in Burma.
Why did I know G was suddenly going to appear as soon as he had some material?
So good.
We got 5 minutes of the fun half. We can't make any jokes.
Wow.
Eric Desfossa says, who the best product cream for the amazing polish?
Well, remember, it's probably in English as a second or third
What's the best product
language
cream
situation,
for an amazing polish? Last Cut works awesome.
Love it. Big fan.
Oberk Supreme polish is awesome as well.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun today using Uno Protect with Rupes. They're all in one. That's a nice stuff too. David Timothy Duvall, where do you see the next major advancement in microfiber technology, weave, composition, manufacturing, or there's a ton of stuff going on right now with twist loop technology. So we've been working a lot with that. I think that's going to be the big change in what twist loops are going to be used for properly.
I love them.
Which is funny because they're actually an old tech that got reintroduced when people realized, oh, you can use them in a slightly different capacity. But and stuff's always changing. If we hear or realize something new's on the horizon, we may not be able to talk about it just yet until we actually have stuff kind of dealt with. But you never know. The future holds all kinds of wonderful mysteries.
Beautiful story, Dane.
Yes. Yes, Jeff C. here. I mentioned this on Facebook, but I think that MTM foam gun / sprayer reminds me of something that Rodney Dangerfield's character in Caddyshack would use.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
I could see that. Ricky Cologne, it's in the Rag Company podcast Instagram.
That's right.
That's
I run
you,
that
Dane.
thing. Yeah,
Open it.
that's
Delphine
true.
Bez,
The mojito.
I have a great
mojito.
3D
Mojito
matte
picture.
spider mats inside the Land Rover. Best
I wanna
mats ever,
see it.
but my
I'm
OEM
gonna
black
get one
trunk
after
mats
work.
kind of need dressing to revive the color. Any suggestions? Carpro Pearl is slippery. So the McKee's Floor Mat Rejuvenator,
Oh, man.
Cleaner and Rejuvenator is really
Look
awesome.
at Ricky.
Wow,
Look at
dang,
Ricky.
man.
Jeez.
So those
there
are
he's
that's
running
what
it.
I would suggest is check out that product. Really like it. Ken Jeeper.
Nice.
I have both the McKee's and Opti sponges. They are not the same. McKee's is in a red line package unless they changed. No, the packaging is.
Not
that's
what we're
easy to
talking
You can
about.
change the packaging.
We're talking about
yeah.
the
the
pads.
physical sponge itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the physical sponge itself is exactly the same. Ken and I have this on good authority. So
Well, and the reality is, like, okay, if one's been in some kind of storage, it may feel different to the touch, but really, seriously, if
Yeah.
you're saying it's the same, it is the same. And we're not just saying that to be contrarian. Like, really, we hear things.
Bait addicts, sup baiters? Those camera angles though.
I
Thanks,
know,
buddy.
right?
Thank
What's
you.
up? Like that? Spirit Zero, do you guys have any 60/40 microfiber samples? I'll pay shipping and sign a non-disclosure agreement. Kissy face. We only
geez.
have one in the entire building of a 60/40 sample. Now, that's not to say we don't have more,
Yeah.
but we only have one that very few people, unless you visit the Rag Company, get to touch it.
Yep.
It's true.
It's a sacred item.
Yeah.
We don't just let
We
everyone.
keep it in a shrine in the back,
right.
you
We
know.
do.
Wow.
You got to break the wall to get in there. Anyways.
Next
Bait
up.
addicts, sorry I'm late. Any hints on the UBS? Is it different from the big gold sponge or just the same thing? And can it also be used with soap? So the UBS you can use with soap, similar to the big gold sponge. Difference is we changed the shape of it, make it a little easier to utilize in your hand and hold it and all that kind of stuff. So
It's
Size for
not
Anthony.
actually smaller. Like, if you look at it on camera, it might look smaller than the other sponges,
Yeah,
but
no, it's the
in
same
terms of the
size.
surface area, it's just a different shape, but you have just as much surface area with this.
Yeah, so-
but it's better to hold.
Well,
a lot
and,
better
and
to
we
hold.
had different colors and different styles that we could choose from. And I've been playing with this black foam since, gosh, December,
Yeah, how long's it been? It's been a few months.
since before Mobile Tech. And I've had a lot of fun with it. Every time Ivan's been in town, he's come over and brought something and hung out. And we've had a really good
yeah.
time playing with the sponge and seeing that kind of stuff. But very similar. I mean, in the sense of like big gold sponge, yeah, you can do stuff with it. The difference is the sponge is a different sponge than the gold sponge. So red, gold, and black are all three different sponge firmnesses. So in case you're wondering, the black is kind of in the middle between the red and the gold.
The gold is going to be
Gold
probably the
is-
softest.
But the black is still
Yeah.
incredibly soft compared to the red.
I
So-
wouldn't. When I say soft, I mean it has easier give when you squeeze
It's
it.
squishier,
This
yes.
has more density to it. None of them are scratchy or hard or anything like that. They're all
Yeah,
soft.
they're not
but in
dish
terms of it's like
sponges.
spring softness, like dampener rates and stuff in a
Right.
car. Yeah,
Right in
you
the
have
middle.
different levels. This is
there you
like
go.
The
your
Goldilocks.
sporty in between comfort
good
and sport
analogy,
mode. Yeah,
Dane.
that's right. This
It's like
is the in between.
It's like a Jag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
this is the
Well,
Jag.
mine's lowered, so it takes all the comfort and made it into a stiffer ride.
like
Yeah,
a
it
Jag
actually
that
is a lot
hurts
like
you
my
when you
Jag.
drive
Now.
it.
It's powerful. Okay.
Jesus,
Ken
that's
says,
enough.
I have a portable washer and dryer and it's set up for hand washing but works well. That's cool, man.
It's
That's
a
actually
step
pretty
up
awesome.
from hand washing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
888 Work
Nice.
said something horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Rectangle says, Dane's officially looks like a Tacoma owner.
Oh,
Is it
man.
the flat bill?
Bait
think
Addict
it might
says,
be.
Flat bill.
Where's
I think it might
Anthony?
be. Lost.
He's outside there.
He went for a hike.
We ran out of Excel and he
Yeah,
disappeared.
yeah.
Bait Addict says, or G. Davis says, Baiters' lives matter. That's pretty funny.
That's not good.
Bait Addict,
actually,
have you
at
guys
all.
tried the new Last Cut? Plus, we haven't. Anthony has.
I want to.
Whoa.
888 Work says another graphene coating is coming to the market from what I hear. What's everyone's thoughts on Alfred's product? Don't know which Alfred you're talking about.
Yeah, you'll have to be specific with the company name. I was aware that there were more appearing, and I did hear people talking about it on Reddit.
Well, like I said,
but we haven't had experience with that one yet. The SBS stuff, though, people know that one. We've got Beta Addict G. Davis. Yes, very true. Followed by Tom Kirby, a.k.a. Kirby Thompson. Has anyone tried using iron remover as part of an engine cleaning? I heard that comment on another channel. Just asking, not something I would consider.
So I have, and I don't really recommend it for a lot of it, but just because it can have the tendency to streak and leave white marks all over the engine because of the way the thioglycol acts on some of the plastics and rubber and things like that. So Hector says he used lacquer thinner for the first time and is scarier than polishing black soft clear coat Lexus IS350 with a dual rotary at a speed 6 and twisted wool pad. Last guy, but it works. Gracias, Levi. Told you, buddy.
It is second nature for you. That's your go-to every single time.
Yep, Beta had wait, Dane listened and got a Tacoma. I thought you didn't want to spend that much. Fun fact, he actually spent more. It's pretty amazing. You can literally tell him not to do something, and he does the opposite.
So what I did was, I didn't buy it. I'm leasing it. But it's essentially buying it
3 years, like
for a
Anthony
window.
and I said, he did it for 2.
That's right, because stuff might change. Who knows? But at least this way, I'm just locked in for a shorter period of time. I do like it a lot, though, I got to say. I'm really, really liking that truck.
And it is you. You look good.
Did you drive it today?
Yeah, I'm not driving that Jag until the show. I've told people it's detailed now. I'm not touching it for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
So you got rid of Liz's car, which was your C-Max.
I already asked about this. She can just walk to the store.
We have a lot of businesses close to our neighborhood, but if she needs it...
He makes her ride a freaking Razor scooter to get groceries. Can you believe that?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, really?
It's hot, Dane.
You know it's almost 100 degrees today, right?
Yeah, and she works from home, so she was going to let me know if she needs to take the car. Wow, nice, guys.
She could drive the Jag if she had an emergency.
Yes, it is an automatic.
What about the pickup? What about the little Ranger, the Mazda?
I do still have the Mazda.
Can you drive that, or is it a stick?
It's an auto.
Okay,
yeah,
so
the
Mazda's there if she needs it.
She's not stranded.
To drive it.
She's not stranded.
But she won't drive the Jag because she's kind of scared of it.
Yeah.
And then you drive the other car that you sold her car for to drive.
I mean, I'm driving it for the time being.
Just checking.
Might as well. I'm the one footing the bills for these things. So
hey, Dane, you lay that out. You know, you're the man of the castle, king of the castle.
But it's not like that.
You're the one paying that. She's gonna have dinner ready for you right when you walk in the door, and you know, house will be clean. So I understand. This
is feeling a little aggressive now. Oh boy. Okay.
All right. What color hood? Let me see here. It's 4 o'clock. It's crazy time now.
Woo!
Yeah. All right. Possessor of Kias.
That means
what color auto salvage car hood is the best to practice polishing on? Kia Possessor.
I like red.
Red is fun. Really, you can pick any color you want. Look at some of the different colors. What is also fun is if you can find a hood. Whoa, careful, Dane.
That one stuck up. It caught my shoe.
Oh my God.
I am on mic, so.
It's just 2 of us now. Levi, should I leave next or should you leave next?
We both could leave and then nobody would be on. We'll just
we'll
all be on our mics here.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, what's one of the cool things about the auto salvage hood is we have a blue one, a Rag Company blue one that we found that was on a mini truck that was painted. Found out it had a crap load of clear on it, and it was very hard, so it was one really fun to practice on.
Yep.
We also got a neon hood out of a car that was a really cool color, but had extremely thin clear coat, and we burned through almost instantly when we started practicing on it.
Yeah.
So stay away from the aluminum hoods, like some of the Fords and Audis and things like that, because they dent very easily, especially if you're putting them on a hood stand or something. You can't really work the panel the same way. So I go for some, you know, late 90s, early 2000s stuff. And you can find some really cool colors. The key is to try and make sure that you find the right level of clear coat, in the sense. Like we found a red hood for my S10, but it was full of lacquer checks. crow's feet. We've had, we search for really good hoods to make sure that there's no clear coat failure, there's no possible future clear coat failure, or any of that. But you can always take it to a local body shop, have them paint the hood for like $100 and bury it in clear. And then you can just you can sand, you can do all kinds of stuff knowing that you're not going to hit anything. Dino has a very strange one. Friend has a problem with spiders in a car. This is where his
spiders
15, this is where our 10 euros come in right here, guys.
Oh, okay.
Fred has a problem with spiders in a car. Mama spider let out 100 little ones.
No.
Any help in removing them except with gas and a lighter?
Nope. Just
So
the second
we want
one.
to have the car survive whatever happens here, I guess is the goal.
Here's what I would recommend.
Have you considered a gutted interior on whatever car this
Bug
is?
bomb.
What?
Go get yourself a bug bomb. They are.
I want that just in general. That sounds fun.
They're like a little canister.
Yeah,
Like
that's
an air
about that
freshener
size.
canister, and you push the button and it goes psh, 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 and it shoots a fog. You set that in the car, turn it on, shut the doors, shut the windows, all that stuff, shut the doors, let it sit,
Okay.
let it go through the car for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It will kill all the bugs in that car.
So then what happens to the bugs? They stay in there and you
They
vacuum
stay
them
in there,
out?
and you have to go in and vacuum them out.
Yeah.
What?
But it kills everything inside there.
Oh,
Then
wow.
open the doors, get some fans, blow the car out, make sure it's all free and clear, get your respirator.
Okay.
Then come in and vacuum, clean, blow out. But at least this way everything's dead.
Yeah, I'm mostly concerned about turning on the air like a week later and forgetting that happened and suddenly having it all that poison just
Make
blown
sure
in my
you
face.
turn on the air, make sure you circulate
that
all
would be
that
a
stuff.
really
that way you can do that stuff.
turn
Oh,
of
who knew
events.
that existed? I didn't.
Yeah. No,
Well-
that's what I use. You can use them in a house. So
Really?
you can go to Home Depot, you
Yeah,
pick
Home
up a
Depot.
4-pack for like $10, and you get 4 canisters.
Shut
The
up.
key is you can't be in the area when you let them off.
For 24 hours, you can't?
No, 6 hours, I think.
Okay.
4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
So like when I moved into my house, that when I knew I was like, well, I won't be in for like 8 hours when we were
Yeah.
moving between houses, I set off bug bombs in the house.
So would that work if there was like bugs like inside, like not just on your carpets, but like if they were like the vents or something? If they made
Oh yeah,
like, a
if they're
little-
like in the plumbing or something, it would
Yeah.
get them too.
It just-
as
it
long as
fills the
air can
whole-
access the
If
area.
air can access. So what you do is you open up all your cupboards, you set your bomb off. That way anything inside the cupboards that has made anything or
Oh.
anything, because this cloud goes in the air and it's just
Yeah.
in the air.
Well, and maybe this is just one of those things where it's like an age thing, but like for previous decades, it was common to hear about like fumigators, and you'd see
Yeah.
like the
Put a
circus
tent
tent
over the
thing
house.
over a
Yeah.
Basically
an apartment.
the same thing.
Okay.
You just keep your windows closed.
Yeah.
Let off the number of bombs that you need. So like you could do one in a
It's
bedroom.
like a little shaving cream canister, and
Yeah.
it just
Do one in the
Okay.
bedroom, shut the door.
I like that
One in the
idea.
next bedroom, one in the bedroom, shut the door. So you buy
Sounds
like
very fun.
10 of them and just
Yeah.
go walk your way out of the house,
Okay.
setting them off as they go. So you could put 3 if you've got like a living room, kitchen, dining room.
Yeah.
You could set off 3 as you walk out the door, kind of deal.
Wow.
A couple in the garage, whatever.
Yeah.
That way it kills everything. Then you come back in 6 hours later, open up all the windows, open the doors and windows, let the house air out, and then
Okay.
if there's any bugs on the ground, clean them up because they will try to scurry and do that kind
Was
of
it
stuff.
clean
Yeah.
ants?
It can kill ants. Yeah,
But
it
it's not
won't
the
clean
best.
them.
You have
you
to
gotta
get-
sweep them up.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, they don't just magically dissolve or disappear.
You know what I hate the most? My
Ants.
least, no, worse than ants, I hate fruit flies.
Oh,
I hate fruit flies because they're so small. Like ants, you
or
can like.
sugar ants. Those are like fruit flies, but the ant equivalent. They're super tiny.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah,
I hate tiny
not
little
fun.
bugs.
So
When you try and like brush it, and it
bug
doesn't go
bombs,
anywhere.
Dino.
Yeah, what the
Look them up.
heck?
Yeah.
If you're in the U.S., you can pick them up at Home Depot or Lowe's, a little 4-pack.
Your local
But
hardware
if you're in
store.
Europe, I'd probably check any hardware store or something like that.
Perfect.
Spread Zero, I'm taking that as a maybe when you have more samples. In the meantime, it looks like I'll have to make a pilgrimage to Idaho to touch the Holy 60/40.
You're certainly welcome.
There's only a few men and ladies who have touched the Holy 60/40 towel. Luke Berge is one of them. Bait Addict. So are they the same foam, though, safety-wise, or is this different? Just curious to know if it's worthwhile to pick up since I have a BGS.
Right.
So the foam is different. So this is the black foam, and it's very different than the gold foam. So you've got 2 different things. You got the red foam, you've got of the red sponge, you've got the black, you've got the gold. The black is kind of in the middle of the 2. So
And once again, these differences can be subtle to some people who aren't as like sensitive to the differences in the material, but promise you, they are in fact different. It's just, yeah, like you said, it's in the middle of the other two. So if you have a gold, but you want something that's a little bit more dense feeling, a little firmer, the black would be that.
I will say that I thought the big gold sponge is a little too squishy for my taste. I like the black a lot better.
But yes, you can use it with soap and rinse
and what's
wash.
great about the black and the big gold sponge is there's no need to utilize the seasoning period that you have with the red sponge. So, G. Davis, Hans Klosen, I hate to call you out, but you missed a Q&A. My analytic team is scouring previous episodes for documentation. Oh, no. Hans says he's still getting used to having part of the building to work in, still setting things up and organizing all his things, still doing mobile work, so it takes longer to set things up.
That's like 150 hours worth of footage to go back through.
So, Kirby asking, is the new sponge made in the U.S.? Yes, it is. It's made in Oknamanawak, Wisconsin.
I can never pronounce that right.
I think that's how you say it.
My eyes just glaze over. And
yeah. Carissa, just subscribe to
Dane.
the FAQ. Yep. Thanks. You're welcome, Carissa. Hopefully that helps out.
Thank you. I'm pushing hard for that. I'm telling everybody, if you don't know about it, hey, since we're at this part in the stream, there may be people listening right now who weren't there earlier on when I told them, go. I promise you will appreciate it. Subscribe to
You want some?
the Rag Company FAQ
Don't
channel.
hand them to Dane yet, though.
No.
Because he touched that sponge.
Watch out, Dane. Pick up your drink.
What?
Pick up your drink.
Woo!
Oh, for
You see
crying
that
out
hand
loud.
up?
Because we're still in phase 3, this is our sanitization
Yeah,
break.
we got to get
that
rid of
we're doing.
this.
So we're going to wipe down our areas and make sure we're all keeping healthy.
Oh, nice,
keeping
Dane. That's
fresh.
enough, Dane. You don't need any more than that. Look at Dane's tiny little rag.
Perfect, Dane. That's exactly what you need
That would be my
when
luck.
cleaning your area.
I would.
Dane, you did touch this laptop, so I am going to clean it up here just to make sure.
Oh, for crying out loud.
And I'm going to move my body away from you.
Dane, I've noticed you saying "for crying out loud" a lot more
Dane says
lately
for
than
crying
regular.
out loud a lot of times.
But I've never heard him say it as much as I have heard him say it lately.
I think it's because Gabe's here now, so.
I can feel people leaving the stream as we distract
look at
from
this. What's
actually
that?
They're not
answering the
leaving.
questions.
You know what? They're
Look at that.
appreciative
We
that
have our
we're
hardcore
protecting
fans I can rely on,
ourselves.
but I know
Chris
that there's
McCollum
people with
saying,
very short
"Dropping
attention
like
spans.
flies."
Oh, this
All right.
is detailing, guys. Check it out.
Oh, man.
Just
All right, guys.
giving this a quick prep
So,
wipe.
here we go. Let me get over here back to where we were. Okay, so Hans message retracted. Ricky, I guess we're in the fun part now. Bring in the dessert. Are they nearby military bases that you can get to see cool planes fly by? Yes.
Yeah.
So we have Gowan Field nearby, and then, so yes, we do get to see some pretty cool planes going through.
Yeah.
Hans says,
there's
at
a
G.
air
Davis,
museum in
Q&A
Nampa.
72, I was only late but was there, winky face.
Ooh.
I like it.
Technically
Ricky-
present.
Ricky
Yep.
says, we've been spending our afternoons and evenings out barbecued in the yard, watching the International Space Station fly by at around
What?
8 p.m.
That's
all
so
this week.
cool.
That's rad, dude. Bait Addict says, nice, congrats. Ricky says, and I just sent you a clip of what's next in PR barbecue. Nice, dude. G. Davis says, Liz will not be calling 1-800-FUN-DANE. No, he's in the doghouse for selling her car.
That's not
Chris
true at all.
McCallum says, dropping like flies. Alkaline Trio says, that's because the line is busy, G. Davis. And G says, touche. Oh, coming to save you there, bud.
Man.
Umberto says, Puerto Rico, every day, 80 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Summer all year long and sunny, sunny,
No,
sunny.
thank you.
Dude, that is warm, warm, warm. Fish Stick says, hey, why do you park on driveways and drive on parkways? I don't know.
Excellent
Fish Stick.
question.
Great question.
Love that.
George Zapata saying Morgan looks much beautiful in HD.
Thank
Aw.
you. Thank you, my biggest fan.
And let's see, where else are we at here? Alkaline Trio says, say Fish Stick's names 5 times fast.
Not doing that.
Not going to do that. Fish Sticks, what do you guys think of buying car accessories on AliExpress?
Oh,
it's
is that
a gamble.
joke?
Good luck. Yeah.
Let
never
us know
know.
how
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
you find something awesome,
Have you seen what happens to people who order on Wish? I'm sure
Comes out
it
as
kind of
Barbie
depends.
size.
Well, maybe.
Buy a turbo.
G. Davis says Arachnophobia 2, starring Levi and Claire Danes. Oh, I would love that pairing. I've had a crush on Claire Danes since I was a 16-year-old boy watching her on My So-Called Life.
You can remember that long ago?
I love that time. Morgan, I'm not that old.
No.
Alkaline Trio. I used a bug bomb to remove a fire ant, wasp, and spider infestation.
Holy crap. How do you get to that point?
I wouldn't want to do any of that stuff. So, Rectangle says, Morgan, what exhaust do you have on your 325 CI?
I'm not answering that question because I'm super offended.
Ricky says,
it's the Top Speed Pro 1 exhaust
for the
on
M3.
my M3. So
Yeah.
with Fab Speed motorsport
It's all right.
headers.
Alkaline thought that
But
was
what do I know?
It's okay. Hey, Rectangle thought that was a blob-eye back there.
He's horrible at
Blabby
identifying.
Elantra.
Or maybe he's messing with us.
He might be.
Is it a joke
Oh,
or
he's
is he serious?
definitely because he knows it drives my car encyclopedia knowledge OCD crazy when people do that.
So he's doing it to get to
So
Dane.
it's getting
okay,
under my
continue
skin.
on.
But I also
Keep
see
doing
you.
it.
I understand it.
One of my favorite things is cracking the turbo on that blob-eye.
Yeah.
Just bam, hitting that
Yep.
wastegate.
I'm
Pow, 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 pow.
hitting that way.
I don't like to say it, but I am kind of like the Simpsons comic book guy when it comes to cars.
You are.
I'm
that guy.
actually.
Yeah.
Oh
You
no.
are. That is
we
great.
don't need that.
Yeah.
All right.
that
Next,
gets,
what can we get
Ricky
next?
Says,
We got
I did
Ricky.
that butt fogger
Technically.
on a 2003 Accord I had. Make sure to cover the
That's not
dash
really
and
comic
such
book
with
guy.
towels so the residue
Wow.
doesn't stick to the dash. And it is very effective. That is correct, Ricky. Good point. I forgot to mention that.
Who
Han
knew?
says, would an ozone machine also kill the spiders inside a car? Spiders don't technically need oxygen.
They don't?
Think. I don't know.
I
Some of
think
them
they
don't.
have to.
Spiders in space, yo.
They can't live underwater.
There are spiders that hang out in the
There are
water.
literally water spiders.
But I think those have to, well, it's kind of like maybe turtles. Like they can
Well.
go for so long, but I think every
There's a horrifying
living
creature. Imagine a
thing.
turtle crossed with a spider. No
Can
thanks.
I look that up? Are you guys going to get mad at me?
Go for it.
Okay.
Han says, would an ozone machine also kill spiders? Carissa says, Levi, what about an ozone generator for spiders? No idea.
It says
Again.
spiders require less oxygen than people do.
Boom.
But
So
they
But
still-
that
they would
indicates that they
find
still
a way-
require it.
They would still find a way to get oxygen.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
Yep.
They just create a little air bubble and live in that.
I don't
Master
know.
says, Levi, just curious. I cannot use a bug bomb on my MR2 because it is a spider, right? Correct.
Good one.
There's
G.
a
Davis
Y
says,
there.
Yes, Hans, unless the spider is radioactive and bites a high school student. Rectangle
Only happens if
fumigators.
his name's Peter or
That's
Miles.
just an extra large bouncy house, Dane. Saw
I
it
want
once
a
on a show called
bouncy
A
house.
Thousand
True.
Ways to Die.
Oh, I hated that.
that show.
I hated
Man,
that show.
it's
That made
been
me
so
literally
long
afraid
since
to
I
do
watched
anything
that.
in my whole life.
Oh yeah, no, that show will make you terrified to do anything.
Like I can't even walk outside without being like a freaking spaceship's gonna fall on me.
Yeah.
That's when Spike TV was like, "Here you go, dudes. Watch a show about dudes doing dude things."
All right.
Gosh.
G. Davis says, does the Holy 6040 double as Dane's after shower towel?
Oh jeez.
Dane has some of those after shower towels
Well.
in his own home.
I'm afraid
But
to say
not
those
sure
are
they're
just
60/40s.
70/30.
Yeah.
Darn.
Danny Israel late tuning in. Is that Dane's shower to the right? It's one of his
Hey
many
man,
showers
I'm big, but I ain't that
he's going to be
big.
using.
Oh.
Kirby Thompson,
That's
where does
messed
the
up.
Lake Country Blue Sponge fall in the color coding? The Lake Country Blue Sponge is a very different sponge. It's used for soap, but it's a totally different, very porous. It's like an actual sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Very
because it has the
different from-
cross cuts in it doesn't
different-
mean it's the same
Very
at
different
all.
from this. I've purchased a Lake Country Blue Sponge. It doesn't seem to hold up as well
No.
as these. So, Umberto, my cousin parked his car over a drainage system, and overnight he had roaches in his Sedona. We had to put a bomb, and the little roaches came out of the vent system. Gross. Piano Yoga, thank you for bringing Wowo's Crystal Sealant. It's fantastic. What clay towel or mitt do you recommend? I cannot find the optimum clay towel. Yeah, they're sold out at the moment. So we are patiently awaiting for a restock someday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
working on a
Clay towel.
solution.
And in the meantime, we do.
So if you
hopefully
have
a solution
one,
coming.
treasure it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Umberto says yes, disgusting. Bait addict, neat. Okay, I'll pick one up since I've. Oh, jeez.
Well, now you're at the bottom.
Ah, BJ, what are you
There we go. I think we're in the right
Neat.
neighborhood.
Okay, I'll pick one up since I had the BRS and I like the BGS more. My only issue with the big gold sponge is that it wasn't so great for soap washes. Do you prefer the Cyclone or Chenille Mint? I I like a Cyclone for that stuff, but I've been using this with soap for the last like 3 months. The only issue is it does tend to get a little stinky if you don't rinse it out.
Yeah.
If you don't properly rinse it out. But other than that, it actually works just fine. And I found going back and forth between O&R and soap, I haven't had any issues. So, Fish Sticks, if you have your windows tinted already with a high-quality heat-reducing tint, would installing a clear window film that rejects IR and UV on the windshield and sunroof be worth the cost? Yes, if you want to take care of all of that, then yeah, you could. It would be worth it. Because remember, not all your windows are tinted. Your front window's not tinted. If your sunroof's not tinted.
If you tinted your front windshield, then you're definitely not following the laws in your town. But same time, I get why people still do it, like Arizona and stuff like
you
that.
Know what I'm saying?
It's definitely one of those situations. But hey, you know what? You don't want your dash to warp. It's a nice thing
I
to
don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Against that kind of, and plus, discoloration of interior materials.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that happens too. So yeah, protect it.
Baydac says I need to have my phone yell at me every time the Q&A is on. I keep missing random ones.
They're literally
every
that literally
Thursday
exists.
from 3 to 5, Monday through.
Yeah, just set an alarm.
Or from Mountain Standard Time, 3 to 5, every Thursday.
We
Baydac.
literally haven't changed
Every
it.
Thursday.
Except for that time we were at G-Technic. That's it.
That
doesn't count.
Yeah, we were on
But
the
we
other
did
side
it
of the country.
live. We still did a live.
Yeah.
We
So,
did.
Han says,
I was
G.
eating
Davis,
Fruity
radioactive
Pebbles.
spiders. Hope they don't bite me. I might end up on a TV show.
Ooh.
G. Davis says, not the first time someone pointed and said, look at Dane's tiny.
I'm sorry, what? You won't miss
G.
it.
Davis from the back.
G.
Oh my
Davis, are you
gosh.
kidding me?
Lol, that is great. That is awesome.
Children.
That's too good.
Children.
Alkaline says, if
Children.
Yoshi drops 200, will Dane chug the Clorox bottle? Probably not.
Absolutely, because there's no liquid in this.
There is.
So
at
it
the
would be a win-win because you would get $200 and maybe like a mouthful of Clorox.
I would get $200 and he would get disappointment.
Yeah.
Win-win.
G says, I can't help it, Bait Addict. And then G also says, I also love Claire Danes, and I will play myself in your movie, Levi. That's a good point. I appreciate that. Rectangle says, well, Dane, that's what happens when you drive an Aston Martin and a Hilux.
Oh, one day. One day. I will trade both out for those
Alkaline,
things.
is that the fabled Dothraki pleasure shower? Yes, because it is a
That's-
pressure washer.
The entire tribe fits in there.
Oh my God! Don't say that, Dane.
BJ Slinger just showing
Bait
some
Addict, are you
love. Another
kidding me?
$5. Thank you, brother.
That
Appreciate
is
it.
super. I like how he chooses these like weird like scent amounts too.
Love it. Feels great.
Yeah.
It's for tax purposes.
He rounds
Bait
up.
Addict Morgan, how's your subframe doing?
My subframe's fine, honestly. Like I don't know why you gotta be so rude.
I mean, E46
I
M3s do
know.
kind of have a reputation.
They
so.
do, but mine doesn't because mine's the most perfect car that could ever exist in the entire world, and I love it. And that's why it's nice to me is because I love it, and it knows.
Well, okay.
We have a good relationship.
There you go, folks. Ken Jeeper saying he has an Opti clay towel he only used once. He'll take $499.
No low
for
ballers.
it.
I know
There you
what I
go.
got.
Ken, I think you're onto something, brother.
Yeah, man.
So,
Better hold on to that.
I've got a OptiClay towel that or mitt that I've used probably 150 times that I'm still using, and it's working great.
It's going to be like air-cooled Porsche 911s. There's going to be speculators
Yeah.
dropping left and right, just getting themselves some OptiClay towels. Finding them
There you go.
like in barn find kind of situations.
So David Tetuli says, hey, TRC crew, great show. Can you guys go through the detailing steps from start to finish for a beginner? That's a long one, buddy. So David, you can go on our FAQ page on our YouTube, on our ragcompany.com site. And if you just type in Levi Gates on our search bar, it will pull up my entire standard operating procedure, start to finish, how I detail a car, inside, outside, washing, all that stuff. So take a look-see and get that. So Carissa says, Google says ozone will kill spiders. Well, there you go. Alkaline wouldn't be the first time Dane got 200 and they got disappointed.
Oh my God.
And we're savages today. All right.
And G.
Oh
Davis,
my God.
G. Davis from the
Uh-oh,
back,
Dane. This isn't
getting
looking
ready.
good.
Here we
Rough.
go.
Well, he scrolled up so far. I
know,
don't
I
know where
just
he's at
hit.
now.
It's his
Trying to
first
get
time
it
on
here.
YouTube. He doesn't exactly
Well,
know
Here
what
we go.
he's doing. Wash Wednesday's
G. Davis,
coming back or
how
no?
much for Dane to put his ankles behind his head
Oh
while laying
my
on Levi's hood? I have
God.
to replace the hood. So we need to make sure we add
no.
that in. Okay? So
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that. Bait Addict, Wash Wednesdays coming back or not? We filmed 3 Wash Wednesdays yesterday.
Literally in the last 2 days, we have filmed 3 Wash Wednesdays.
And we're filming 2 more next week.
Yep, so be on the lookout.
We needed to be closer to operational to make that kind of stuff happen.
Well, here's the deal. We're not gonna waste our time outside doing these Wash Wednesdays because it's hot. Things keep happening, like trucks, and there's lots of children running around lately. I think the place next door is forcing
Well, we're next to a gymnastics academy, so the way they have like practice is the kids literally run around our buildings.
I think that's not practice for anything. I think that's just
that's just what it is.
Wearing them out. All right.
I don't want to deal with this.
Yoshi,
just make them run.
Dropping the bomb. $50 super chat.
Oh, man.
Amber alert.
Wow.
1 child missing. Why only 1? How about this? We changed the Amber alert.
We changed
to the lady.
Why are you hoping for more? That's also terrible.
To be identified as an IROC Z lady. Police are looking for a suspect driving a Jaguar XKR last seen in a small town restaurant somewhere between Dallas and Boise.
Oh my goodness.
I think I found the guy.
That's not how Amber alerts work. Oh boy.
Richard Wakefield. Oh no, Yoshi. Buzz BJ Slinger says Levi just said $5. It was $5.19. I am sorry. It was $5.19. You are correct, sir.
Oh.
So thank you for the 19 cents. I really appreciate it.
He's very proud of that odd
Big
amount.
Jizz Slinger.
Okay, why'd you have to?
Because I want him to feel good about
validated.
$5.19.
You feel better now?
Validated.
Well, for at least the $5.19.
Okay, well now our channel's gonna get taken down.
Bait Addict.
Demonetized.
Yoshinori. Wow, the autocorrect. Really, Yoshinori. Yoshi.
Now
That
I'm
was
seeing
amazing.
Noriyaru, which is that channel where they had the Dodgy Bonds, which was in Japan, and they would drift these old Dodge vans, and it was pretty cool. Just random
Dave
thing.
Tilly says, awesome. Thanks, guys. By the way, just got my first order of towels. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, David. Alkaline, 150 more in Dane drinks Clorox.
Oh, no.
G. Davis says, well, he'll be pantless, Levi. Minimal hood damage.
Oh, no.
Yoshi is a baller.
This has all gone
Alkaline
downhill.
says, but G. Davis, he'll probably slide off.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
G says, she's no lady, Yoshi.
Where are the Tide Pods? I need to end this.
Hashtag Mexican restaurant bathroom.
Take a shot, Dane. Take a shot.
No, thank you.
You got a chaser.
I'm
You're
good.
Oh, and we are at the bottom with that at 428. Woo!
That was
It's
something.
impressive.
All this time, and Anthony still hasn't come back. I
He's
have no
not
idea.
coming back. He's not coming back.
Oh, just straight up.
You need
He
to
left.
talk about some of the great things about the FAQ channel while I run to the back.
Yeah, you know what? I am going to talk about the FAQ channel. Incidentally, the 2 people who are now at the table here are the only 2 you haven't seen on the FAQ channel yet. But that's okay. We are going to talk about it because I want you, if you're watching this right now, open up another window. If you're on your computer, on a laptop, on a PC, Mac, whatever, pull it up. I don't care. You're on Linux, something. Just open up the Rag Company FAQ onto YouTube. Search for that. That's a channel. We've made it. You can't miss it because the logo's bright yellow, but with our logo, but also yellow. And yeah, it's these guys explaining stuff. Direct.
Yeah,
it's kinda fun,
you know?
but just
kind of like
straightforward.
maybe you're sitting there thinking you have a question, but you don't want to wait for the Thursday Q&A. Let's check it out and see if it's on the FAQ channel.
We answer it.
It might be.
Well, like, for example,
know?
there's one, how long does O&R last in a bucket?
Yeah.
There were people wondering that.
Yeah,
wow.
people
you know
are
what?
always wondering
We
that.
made a video that answers that.
We did.
And then, what can you put Bead Maker on?
What
That's
can
a great
you put
example.
Bead Maker
That's
on?
another
I
one
don't
that
know.
people ask all the
didn't
time.
know until I watched the video.
Yeah, so
You know
we
what
got
I mean?
that. We got a bunch of others, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like...
And we're coming up with more every day. That's
well,
the thing.
yeah, you guys ask us the questions. It gives us great ideas of what we need to
Look, we got
throw in
another
there.
one right there just coming in. Can you guys do an FAQ on pads?
We actually did. There's one about pad washing, pad cleaning, and then we've got another one Levi did
on
last
pad
week.
Sizes.
That is about pad sizes and why you maybe choose one versus another. And obviously, you need the backing plates associated with those sizes to be correct.
Yep. I like
We're going on now.
So Philip says, too funny comparing Optimum Claymits to air-cooled Porsches. So much truth in the statement. At Mid-Ohio Racetrack, I watched 115,000 exchange for an original black air-cooled Porsche during a club race. I would too if I had those coins.
Which early gen Porsche 911 was it? You say an original. Was it like one of the G series, like a long nose, something like that? I'm curious. Let me know. Moving down, we got Philip Van Boeven saying crazy. Yoshi, I won't subject Dane to chugging Clorox.
Come
I'm so
on.
thoughtful. Just leave me here to suffer.
Come on.
Alkaline Taupe Hat. Anthony's probably crying laughing in the office somewhere. You're not wrong. That is something he would do.
He always does
David Totoli, can you guys do an FAQ on pads? We've got... Oh, you know what? That is a great thing. That is what I was kind of leading into, actually. What would you guys like to see on the FAQ channel? You got to ask us questions.
Oh,
and
my
when you
God.
do, absolutely, bring them our way. We will start answering those questions on the FAQ channel. But that's in addition to all the Q&A stuff we already do, which is great. But not everybody wants to sit through 2 hours if they're, missing out on the live and they don't get to ask it live. Not everybody wants to come back and watch this whole thing just to find an answer to what they were wondering. So go to the FAQ channel. Chances are we're going to be answering whatever it is you're thinking. But the only way we can guarantee that is if you actually ask us.
Yeah.
So we're
What are we
working on that.
supposed to do? Come up with ideas on our own?
Well, I mean, we could try, but we can't read minds.
I can't read.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, but we have done some FAQs on pads. We can do more on pads.
Yep.
What specifically do you want to know?
Yeah, David, let us know.
FAQ-wise on pads. Now, Bait Addict here. You want to take Bait Addict?
Bait Addict says, come on, Dane. Why won't you release an updated Drago? Huh?
Because it's all on me, isn't it?
So the Drago's on its way.
Yeah.
You just need to be patient.
It'll
It's
be worth
currently
it, though.
On the water, headed this way.
Dang.
And I think
Worth.
you guys will be very excited to see the new Drago. Don't worry, we'll make a big commotion when it arrives.
Yeah, you won't miss it.
We know a lot of people have been waiting for it. Delphine Bez, my friend wants to clean his engine bay, but he doesn't have a blower to help dry it afterwards. Frankly, I think it really would be a pain. Would you encourage him? No, I just turned the car on, Delphine. You're not going to have a problem unless he's got standing water sitting in like some of the spots. Like I washed the Elantra's engine last night. Very simple, easy to do, but that's because basically there's a whole panel over the whole, all the electrical, spark plugs and plug wires and stuff. So all that's covered. So really the only water I had to worry about was like in the metal panels holding, of the firewall. And I just grabbed my shop vac and vacuumed some of that up. So
Well, and when working in an engine bay, I know it's not really your favorite thing to do.
it's not, and I don't recommend doing it a lot. I hadn't done
Yeah.
it in about 7 years. That's why I did
But
that.
generally speaking, newer cars, while they do have a lot more electronics and stuff that would make you more nervous, I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend anybody just go out there and do it. Make sure you take care when you do this. But newer cars are more weatherproof, more
They are,
waterproof
much more
than
weather.
older cars were. So when you're looking at something from, say, the pre-2010 era, you're going to be looking at cars that are a little more exposed and stuff. Maybe, early mid-2000s is when they really started adding more plastic covers to everything, all that. But yeah, newer cars are generally going to be more weatherproof.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true.
Go back down here.
Going down the line.
Morgan G. Davis, Morgan and Dane remind me of Regis and Kathy Lee. Oh,
Well,
I don't know those people.
Such a great combo.
He's too young to know that reference.
Who are those
Always
people?
love that. Regis and Kathy Lee, one of the dynamic duos of morning.
Hello
Good
and
Morning
welcome to Who
America?
Wants to Be a Millionaire?
No, it's not.
Oh, dang.
Well, he was
Just
on
Regis.
that. That was
It was
Regis.
just
But
Regis.
Kathy Lee was the guest
I
host on the
love when
morning
Kathy
show.
Lee would get drunk and yell at him.
I would do that. I would get drunk and yell at Dane. Can I? Is that permission?
Yeah.
I
Did
don't
you
think
guys
that
hear that?
works during business hours.
Oh, all the
Well-
Anthony's arrived. Man, it looks crazy hot under those lights. How do you guys do it?
It's really difficult.
It's actually,
Yeah.
they're all LEDs, so they're not that hot.
Right, yeah. The heat is mostly just a result of how hot it is outside and this building
Yeah.
not being able to turn on the
Yeah, I'm
fan
perfectly cool
while we're here.
having this nice fan, the comfort zone fan,
Yes.
blowing in front of me. Quite nice. Nice.
I
little
added
breeze.
that because I refused
Very
to not
cool.
have some moving air.
Yeah,
in
we needed
here.
airflow
Yeah.
for sure. For
Delphine.
sure.
Oh, David says, by the way, just got my first bottle of Bead Maker. Can't wait to try it out.
How?
Excellent.
Just
Hope you really
how?
enjoy
Jeez.
it because
You're
we
gonna love
certainly
it.
do. You want to get Delphine here?
Yeah, of course. So Delphine says, tell Anthony we missed him.
Emphasis
We
on the
will,
AN.
we will, Delphine.
Anthony.
Umberto says, oh, I see 5 videos on the FAQ channel.
There are many more coming, don't worry. But there should be more than 5 right now, I hope.
Hello, TRC. How y'all doing? Good, man. HM Auto Detailing. Richard Wakefield, for the FAQ, benefits of different ceramic coatings. Lots of people out there get totally confused when trying to decide which one to go with.
That one's a little more challenging, though, because that's like brand
Well,
alliances
that's why
and
we've
all
got.
that stuff.
That's
Well,
why
we can
have-
make a list
Richard, that's a
video.
good
Yeah.
point. However, we do have detox on different ceramic coatings and why to choose different
Yeah.
ones. That's what that's for, because it's more of long form. The the FAQ is going to be very short. So if we did something on a ceramic coating, we would literally say, like, what is an SiO2 coating? What is a CIO,
or like if you
SiC
had
coating?
if you had a particular coating, what can I put it on? Well, obviously, if the substrates are different than what you're trying to put it onto, you shouldn't do that. That kind of thing.
Yep.
So yeah, it's meant to be direct, common sense. 5 minutes or less is what we're shooting for. Some might be a little longer if they really need to be, but for the most part, we want to keep it short so people with short attention spans will make it through and go, yes, thank you, bye.
Well, some of them I've literally recorded short answers like yes.
Yeah. What's the difference between a 5.5 inch and a 6.5 inch pad?
1 inch. There you go. That's the difference.
Okay. So, yeah.
But that's kind of what we're trying to do is give you guys like that so you don't have to wade through it anymore. But yeah, no, your point on the different ceramic coatings, we would make a lot of little ones out of that. G. Davis says he'd like to see an FAQ with Luke Berge. No poultry, no peace. Hashtag. Bait Addict says yes.
Yes.
Alkaline Trio says, Dane, who just showed up next to you? Is that All Day Anthony?
Yep. Hey, guys, it's me.
You've changed,
What's
Anthony.
up, guys? It's me, All Day Anthony.
Bait Addict says, okay, give me a hint. Still sticking to red and black.
I don't know what
the colors of the Drago.
Yeah.
We've
so
tweaked the red a little bit.
Well, the biggest difference is something you can't necessarily see.
Yeah. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. Pleasantly surprised.
Humberto, sorry, 10 videos on the FAQ channel.
Yep.
That's more
Ricky
like it.
said when Morgan said she didn't know who Reg and Kathy Lee were, I died a little inside. Dang, I feel old.
I don't know what to say. Was I supposed to be like 3 years old watching like 30-year-old shows?
Well,
it's okay.
So Kathy Lee's still on, or she's on the 4th hour of the Today Show.
I don't watch the Today Show.
And Regis and Kelly, when they had their show, now it's Michael Strahan.
Yeah, Strahan.
What's her name? Kelly Ripa. It's Michael and Kelly now. So.
Okay, well.
On their show. So.
If you don't watch those kinds of shows,
I
it's
don't.
not
And my
typical. Because
parents
I
never
don't
did.
either. But I've caught them in passing. If you're like
Just
in a
when you were
hotel
like,
lobby when you're traveling or something, you're like,
getting ready,
oh, it's that
see
show.
what the gang's
That's
doing.
basically
Yeah.
what
Nope.
that is. Yeah.
I just barely turned
G. Davis,
into
the
an
heat
adult.
is from Dane's uncontrollable machismo. That's right.
I try not to let it, show too much.
G. Davis
Absolutely
says,
radiating.
me too, Ricky. And dying inside.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what to say.
Bait Addict. By the way, compared bead maker attracting dust to Kinotech Showroom Shine, which is advertised to be an anti-static, both have the same amount of dust. You can do a 2 to 3 minute video on application of a coating. Do a 2x2 area. Would be good for people who are nervous. That's a good one. I like that FAQ. That's a great one. Umberto, are you referring to Kathy Lee Crosby, the first Wonder Woman, who was on That's Incredible? No, Kathy Lee Gifford.
Very, very different Kathy Lee.
Bait Addict. Hey, Levi, has Dane ever applied a ceramic coating?
Wow, thanks.
G. Davis says, yes, Bait Addict. He put one on his ceiling fan.
I mean, how else is it going to slip so smoothly through the air?
Bait Addict says, G. Davis, dead. Umberto, Kathy Lee Gifford. Yoshi, I'm a little disappointed Anthony's not here to chug his box of zebra cakes. It's
zebra cakes?
It's green.
Oh, zebra
disgusting.
cakes.
Hey, Gabe, it's green.
Make sure you got it plugged in there. Ooh.
There we go. Hopefully now.
They're
Tim,
probably
and
hearing
guys
you on
can-
my mic.
You guys can hear me. I probably was.
Gabe's
Hearing
trying
on
to be
Dane.
secretive.
Well, we've
and
literally
you're not
never used
helping.
these before,
So one of the fun things
Bye,
about
Gabe.
this show is, Gabe, if you need a question asked, just come in and ask it.
You can just say it,
our
you know.
people are very
this
loose
is a
and
casual.
laid back. So
We appreciate
he
the
was
production
hosting
value
up
you're
a
bringing
thing
to
asking,
this.
hey guys, make sure you ask FAQs, what kind of questions people want to see, which is
Yep.
all good stuff because we get on these rolls and we tend to forget.
Yeah.
And then he came in to tell me that my microphone had come unplugged.
Because
so
you're
appreciate
being
it.
so
Much
active and
appreciated.
interactive
Well,
with these
that's
people
right.
that it might come
You get a little
unplugged.
excited.
Well, this
Yeah.
is all very different because normally we're not used to being so produced, but it's a
Right.
good thing. I like
Yeah.
moving that
Or
direction.
even
I think
having
it's
these-
a
these
And
wireless
trying to
mics.
keep up a level of professionalism
never
that we're not
used
accustomed
this.
to.
right because he's coming from a very
Britney Spears
professional background, so it makes
might.
sense.
Yeah.
But of course, we
G. Davis says, FYI, it's Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest now.
Oh,
no,
Ryan
Michael
Seacrest took
Strahan
the spot, huh?
disappeared.
Ryan
Oh.
Where'd Strahan go?
Seacrest.
All right, Philip. Porsche
don't know
was
who
a
Ryan
late
I know who
80s
Ryan
911
Seacrest is.
whale tail.
God.
You've heard from
As a
American Idol?
987 Cayman owner, I refuse to memorize the older and newer chassis numbers because it's out of my price range. The world occurring to Phil is E36, E46, 987.1.
Yep, I feel that.
Okay,
All right,
no,
Phil.
I hear you there.
We love it.
Yep.
Alkaline says, Yoshi here. Here's some Yoshi Pays suggestions I brought up last week. Dane eating a 20-pack of Slim Jims.
Okay.
Anthony driving his Evo in the rain.
Oh.
Morgan rally crossing the M3. Or Levi chugging a 2-liter of Diet Pepsi. The fun fact is, I think me chugging a 2-liter of Diet
That's
Pepsi
not
is
unusual.
That's easy. That's not an
very
unusual
easy
thing.
All those
thing
other ones
for me
require
to
us
do.
to like
If you
do
said
daring
like
feats
Levi
of...
drinking water,
Oh,
like
well.
that would be something that I would pay for.
No. Have him drink Coke.
No.
Unflavored water.
Yeah, water. Regular water.
Regular water.
I don't. That's there's water
And
there's
unflavored water.
flavored water. It's not unflavored because that's how this is water right here. It's not unflavored.
This
The
is
mere act of calling regular tap water unflavored
That is
water.
so
That is some
sick.
next level.
That is so sick to me. You're a sick
There's something
man.
wrong with you. The fact
water
that you
has to have
refer
a
to it.
flavor.
No,
you
it
guys all
doesn't.
complain about the
The
taste
water
of that water.
has a flavor. It's water flavored, and it's delicious.
Wow, guys, are you hearing this?
With this flavoring that I put in by Mio, it's delightful. This is Crystal Light, actually, I think.
Yeah, Mio, by the way,
Somebody-
makes you really thirsty. Look at the sodium content. Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's talk about that.
moving along.
Which
Bait
allows me to
addict.
drink more water,
I
which is a
mean,
good thing.
if that's the way you look at it, wonderful.
Yeah. And
Okay.
sodium's good, Dane, because if you're
Ignorance is
dehydrated,
bliss, Levi.
it
Ignorance is
replenishes.
bliss. Let's move on.
I'm pretty
done
sure
with this
people take issue with
conversation.
eating too many French fries. But
I
Bait
like
Addict
French
here,
fries.
everyone's favorite drying towel, go. What's your favorite drying towel? Then what's yours? And I'll say mine.
Okay.
Gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Double twisters. Just to be different.
Dane.
I like the
Mine-
size of it.
Well, I like the 1524.
That's true. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to like the double twisters. That was my go-to.
Mm.
And then the gauntlet came, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I've also really found myself liking the liquidator just because of the way
I
it
do
feels when you
too.
hold it.
I
And
do
the hem
too.
to edge. We haven't actually done hemmed edge towels before this one,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, the new liquidator's pretty
So
good, too.
It's
I
nice.
really like
So
that
fun
too.
fact, I dried 2 sedans with the liquidator this last weekend,
It goes a long way.
and it was still dry. And I'm pretty sure I could have dried the entire Suburban if I washed it.
I believe
been
it.
Fine.
I do.
I've been like, I washed 3 vehicles, which is pretty rad. So, Kakavin 53. Hey guys, catch you later. Thanks as always. You're welcome. man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
G. Davis. Kathy Lee Crosby was indeed Wonder. It's official old guy time now.
I'm glad people can hear you burping in crystal clear
Yep.
HD
Umberto
audio.
says, well, that's because I drank a bunch of water. That's what happens. Ricky says, oh, yes, the one with Regis. Jeeper says, I don't know, Morgan. According to some, 2 to 3-year-olds are watching the news and into politics.
See, I think kids should watch Dragon Tales.
Oh, okay. I mean, you mostly live on
you
TikTok,
go.
though. That's
Oh,
the
I wouldn't give a
reality.
2-year-old a TikTok.
No, that would be a bad idea. Don't do
Horrible
that.
idea.
Well,
No.
there'd probably be a lot of pictures of the
Nothing-
ground, the floors,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah,
It's
probably.
pure.
all
Nice
that
and
stuff.
pure.
Yeah.
Like
Alkaline.
how fast we glossed over the M3 getting rally cross. Okay, so I would drive it, but I wouldn't drive it in dirt roads.
You
I
realize
wouldn't-
it's got airbags, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can actually raise it up.
Yeah. Be perfect for that.
Yeah,
Bait addict.
it would literally crumple
Oh,
the second
see,
I landed something.
Bait wrote that probably before he heard me
Yep,
talk.
I think
yeah.
so.
He said, "No love for the liquidator?" Question mark. Buddy, I
I
got
do love it.
I got you.
I do love it too.
Umberto Garcia there. Yes, at G Davis. I'm 52 and remembered her because later on saw her on That's Incredible, followed by Bait Addict. Levi's burps are essential to the Q&A, Dan. Kind of like
You're right.
in Rick
Thank
and
you,
Morty
Bait.
when,
Bait.
Rick
Don't
is
bring up
always
Rick and Morty.
coughing.
We don't
or,
talk about
sorry,
that here.
burping. That happens
Don't
a
do
lot
that.
too.
Cough, I burp.
Well, yeah. Bait
of the
Addict,
copious
Dragon
amounts of
Tales.
water I
Isn't
have
that
to
like
drink.
80s stuff? I was born in the 90s and I
What
don't
are
even
you
remember that,
talking
Morgan.
about? You didn't watch Dragon Tales? Like my essentials as like an under 5-year-old was Teletubbies,
Okay.
Dragon Tales,
Mm-hmm.
The Wiggles,
Okay.
Okay.
and like Caillou.
So Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Caillou is horrible.
What do you mean?
So here we go.
Clifford, the
Here we
big
go.
red dog.
I
Hey,
had
guys,
Clifford.
Here we go. Dragon Tales, a Canadian-American animated fantasy adventure children's television series.
Oh
The story focuses on the adventures of two ordinary kids, Emmy and Max, and their dragon friends, Ord, Cassie, Zach, Wheezy, and Quetzal. The series began broadcasting on PBS, on their PBS Kids block, on September 14th, 1998.
Yeah.
With its final episode airing on November 25th, 2005.
See?
Following the series finale,
was
reruns
relevant.
remained on the block as well as on the channel related to it, named PBS Kids Sprout, renamed Universal Kids, until August 31st, 2010.
You remember
Great
that
stuff.
other one? What was it called? Cyberspace. Did you guys
my.
ever watch Cyberspace?
See, these are all
when that-
after
when
my
that came
time.
out, I had just that was my first year as a college freshman.
So you weren't watching Dragon Tales. You
September
weren't
98.
much
I
into.
wasn't able to watch Dragon Tales back then.
See, I watched like Power Rangers, Barney, Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, it was a weird mix of
Is that
stuff.
what it was
but
called?
yeah,
So you were
Cyber
8.
Chase.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
You
Think
were
of
still
Yeah,
living in
Cyber
Squim,
Chase.
Boy in Squim.
well,
Cyber.
yeah.
When did you guys
It
move to Boise?
we
Cyber
moved to
Chase.
Boise in 2001.
So you were.
August 2001, we moved to Boise.
So how old were you?
But I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah, no, I didn't get to. You didn't get to do that. So
Remember Cyber Chase? I loved
Don't remember.
it.
Watch like Reboot stuff like that.
Ah.
Oh
here we
man.
go. Bait at it. So G. Davis. Yes, Umberto, I think she was also married to former NFL quarterback Joe Theismann as well. Umberto says Dragon Tales and Between the Lions were my favorite programs of my kids.
Bait Addict watched Recess. Yeah, bud.
Recess.
Bait Addict. Nope. Watched Recess. Caillou, Clifford, Fairly Odd
Clifford Desk.
Parents.
What about the Busy World of Richard Scarry?
No.
You're scrolling. I
no?
can't even
I'm
read.
trying to get there. Sorry, it's my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon Tales
Or
was my
Arthur.
jam, says Yoshi.
Yep.
G. Davis, tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of Dane and I staying up all night to party with 2 flight attendants and a self-help guru from Peoria. Good times in Paramus, New Jersey. I know, G. Like, I cannot believe that it's been already a
Been that
year
long?
since we were
Really?
back, since we were there.
Crazy.
I got,
That makes me so
you want to know
sad.
even crazier? On my Facebook, I got a 2-year mark from our first East Coast adventure.
What?
Really?
Leaving Boise. It was like 5 o'clock. It's all leaving Boise,
Oh.
headed to
Oh,
It
headed
makes
to
me
man.
so
Red Eye
sad.
to New Jersey. So yeah,
My
pretty
how
crazy.
time flies.
Ricky Morgan, back in my day, it was Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, and the original Transformers, the golden age of toy infomercials disguised as cartoons.
Absolutely.
Great time of the day. Yeah,
Yep.
that was literally what I watched.
Well, we did have Power Rangers, so that was basically more or less the
my other
same
favorite,
idea.
my other favorite show was Mask.
Oh.
That was a great one because they had cars that could turn into warships, basically.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So you had a '57 Chevy that would lift up, and it would have six tires.
Mm-hmm.
Became a 6x6 with a cannon mounted in the roof.
Oh, my
yeah.
god.
Oh, we did have a lot of like reruns of old Hanna-Barbera cartoons too, though. Like, what was it? Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of them.
Yep.
But then also like you had Dexter's Lab, Secret Squirrel, other things.
Alkaline also says he'd like to revisit the question when TRC will go autocrossing. Whenabouts will that be?
Well, we got rid of the Miata, so
Well,
what
yeah,
we're gonna do now?
Dane can't do
Timmy's
the,
got
the
one.
Jag's not strong enough to do that kind of stuff. It'll break.
Dean's,
so
that
Dane
thing
can't
could
do that.
not autocross.
So Dane is gonna.
There was a
Dane is
Dodge
gonna be-
Magnum SRT8 going around the cones
Yeah, but
last
that's actually
weekend.
a built
God.
vehicle to do that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Dane.
please don't.
Your Jag wouldn't be able to. Something would break on your Jag.
He's
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
challenge me, so I'd go
Okay,
do
Dane,
it.
pull up.
But what Dane has done is he will
Watch the
sit in the
Tacoma's
back.
gonna go right
Dane,
Oh my
Dane will
God.
sit and drink some adrenaline shots,
Ah.
watching from the back of his pickup bed in
Yep.
Yeah.
a lawn chair.
Yep.
So-
with,
That's
a,
good.
with a
He'll be there in
Wendy's
spirit.
Baconator.
Yep, he will be there in spirit while the rest
Slim
of us
Jims.
try to autocross.
Yep, love that. Yoshi remembers, I think well, no, maybe Cyber Chase. I don't remember which one I said. At that
Oh,
point.
Darkwing Duck.
What?
Yeah. So
Such different worlds.
Gummy
Umberto says,
bears.
I also loved Carmen Sandiego. Yes. The new Carmen Sandiego is actually really good on Netflix. Baydak says, yep, Reboot 2. Richard Wakefield, Cyber Chase, there you go.
Yep, Cyber Chase.
Baydak says, just remembered Pippi
Chase.
Longstocking.
Oh, man, Pippi.
Space.
Yep.
Cyberspace. Cyber Chase. Mr.
Delphine
Rogers.
says, Levi, how's the new kitten doing? He
Oh.
is great. So his name's Lucky, and he has been awesome because he is now best friends with Sherlock and Watson.
Great.
Sherlock likes to sit on him. He grabs him, holds him in a bear
That's
hug,
nice.
puts all of his body weight on him, and suffocates the kitten until he meows,
Okay.
and then he gets off of him. But
Perfect.
they're best friends.
Good.
And then Watson really wants to play with the kitten, but the kitten's too fast for him.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
So Watson's decided to just sit on the ground and wait for the kitten to come by and see if he can catch him that way. But his legs are pretty short, so he has a hard time catching him. And then G. Davis, Dane played Barney in the Squims Child's Theater production of Barney Gets Really Purple.
That sounds like an Always Sunny skit. Oh, Ken Jeeper, you know what? Mr. Rogers, that was one of my earliest ones. Love Mr. Rogers.
I love Mr. Rogers.
Fantastic. Herbie the Love Bug movies and Mr. Rogers were like
So here's
OG
one thing with
me.
Mr. Rogers I've noticed. I can get my kids to calm down.
I think we talked about this when I was talking about the movie.
It's weird because I've been able to get them to watch in the mornings. Like, there's a certain day, like, it changes the way they watch. Like, they'll watch some of these cartoons and they are just so jacked.
Oh, yeah, they're sugar high in
even though
animated
it's a cartoon,
form.
But you get them to watch
Mr. Rogers had that sedative effect without being boring. He just kind of brought you down a level, but you're still engaged. That was why it was so good.
Even now, I watch it and I just feel at peace.
Yeah. You're like, oh, my friend Mr. Rogers.
Yeah,
is here. I'm good.
It's just hanging out with a good friend.
So much love to Mr. Rogers.
Umberto, I love the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman, G.I. Joe and Hulk, Masters of the Universe.
Oh yeah.
Bait Addict, Dexter learning one line of French, so great.
Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage.
Umberto, I missed.
Oh man, Transform. Remember Beast Wars?
Richard, come on, you don't need to be any
at that,
certain age to appreciate
animated
Mr.
now.
Rogers. You're right. And then Transformers Hanna-Barbera cartoons from Umberto. Bait Addict, do I have to change my name since I may or may not have purchased an F80 M3 or RS3?
If he does, he can become F80 Addict or Fate Addict.
Fate Addict.
No, Yoshi's right. If you got to pick between
G. Davis
those two,
says,
get an
don't
RS3.
change bait. Keep the bait. Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy
That was a little
Neutron.
after my time, but
yeah, I was older when I watched that show.
Yeah.
I was
Yoshi
like
says
7.
the RS3 is greater than the F80 M3.
Yeah.
5 cylinders? Yeah, I'm with you, bud.
G. Davis says, when I think of Dane, I think of suffocating meow.
What on earth? Oh, no.
Richard Wakefield says RS3 all day. And then Bait Addict, how does Morgan know Mr. Rogers,
What
bro?
do you mean? Like, I don't know how I watched it. Did I watch it on like a VHS? I don't know.
It was on PBS. Your parents put you in front of the TV and you'd watch it.
It was still running. But were they making new ones?
It ran
still?
until like 2012.
Okay, so yeah,
But he was one of those figures who was so just prolific and well known across so many different avenues. Like, it didn't matter if you hadn't heard of that specific celebrity, or whatever. Pretty much everybody knew who Mr. Rogers was if they lived in the U.S.
Yeah.
Ricky, moving away from cartoons, I finally got to see Cobra Kai. Even my kids and wife were into it. Led us then to watching the OG Karate Kid movie for Friday night movie night. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. One we did just finish watching that was hilarious is The Great on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very not historically accurate retelling of Catherine the Great and Peter III.
See, those are fun.
Hilarious, though, or Peter II. It was really, really funny. Very well done. Reminded me very much like Norseman. Like a comedic history retelling kind of deal. So really funny.
If you combine Vikings with The Office, you would have Norseman.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, and a Norseman. If you guys haven't watched it, watch Norseman on
Sesame Street
on Netflix.
Well, of course, Sesame Street. I mean,
Umberto, yes, on PBS.
Crying.
Mr. Rogers, G. Davis, he was on after Sesame Street. So yeah, I would watch like Electric Company.
Oh yeah.
I would watch.
Isn't that where Morgan Freeman started?
I don't know.
That was like one of his
But
early
I would
gigs.
watch, we'd go to my grandmother's after school. We'd walk over to her house, and then we would turn on Channel 4 because she didn't have cable. And we'd watch whatever was on there, or we'd watch X-Men and Batman the Animated Series.
See, when I was a kid, we still had VHS.
Yeah.
You
were like right at the tail end.
It was right when it was, transferring out. But like still most of the movies that my parents bought us.
Like that was my whole
Ricky,
childhood was VHS
just so you know, that's
Disney
not for
movies and
kids.
all that.
Yeah. I loved the
you
boxes.
and your wife watched that one.
Loved
It's pretty
them.
funny,
Those
but
round
it's not
plastic
children.
cases.
Yeah.
So do not bring the family into The Great. But it is funny for you and your wife when the kids are in bed. Richard Wakefield, didn't Fred Rogers pass away in 2003? It was, I think, 06 maybe,
Yeah.
and it was cool. It was
yeah, because he said 2012
but
as
it was
far as
still
news
on.
shows went,
It-
but
it was
they
still
kept
on.
airing it in
Yeah.
syndication because
Yep.
it had been around forever. But yeah, no, it probably was just because it was still in syndication.
Yep. Bait Addict, thanks Yoshi. It's hard to go from a manual to an S-Tronic. Put a deposit on a manual F80, but I am contemplating the RS3. Would be a lot cheaper on the wallet, 80,000 versus 60.
The only thing I don't like about the RS3 as far as the US is concerned is they don't give us the hatchback. We only get the sedan.
Who cares?
That is a deal breaker for
Who
me.
cares? Thank God. Honestly,
I'm not buying no
they
sedan.
made the right decision.
Wagons and hatchbacks for life, or if you're going to have a coupe, get a liftback coupe. That's right.
All right.
Ricky Colon, Levi noted on the Hulu one.
Yep. Umberto, in Puerto Rico, we watch Plaza Sesamo in Spanish and English Sesame Street, also the bilingual one named Villa Alegra. Cool. G. Davis, Morgan Freeman on Easy Rider on the Electric Company.
See, I'm good at trivia nights.
George says, who remembers Messenger Z? I don't know that. Yoshi, according to just about everyone, the F80 M3 sounds like hot garbage.
Because it does.
Ricky Colon, Morgan Freeman, do you know he does the overhead announcements at Birmingham Atlanta Airport? Freaked me out the first time I flew there, and there it was, the voice of God. That's awesome.
That's amazing.
G. Davis, Batman the Animated Series was awesome.
How did I forget that? That was one of my absolute favorites in
I know,
childhood.
that's why I was surprised you didn't even make it.
Because that's why I'm so into Art Deco stuff.
So Batman the Animated Series, for those of you wondering, was actually drawn by the original drawings and creative director for that show.
The
was
art
Keith
direction.
Wiesner, who is a famous hot rod artist. His dad, Keith Wiesner Sr., used to be, or Jerry, was it Jerry? Anyway, he was the original editor of Hot Rod Magazine for 30 years. Keith Wiesner, you can follow him on Instagram as Keith Wiesner, Weesner. He still has all his artwork and stuff, and it is, you will die, Dane. You will go, it'll have so many flashbacks to Batman the Animated Series.
Well, that was the best looking Batmobile, no question.
That is his style. So,
love it.
So yeah, G says that was awesome. Bait Addict says, I know it sounds like a Civic straight pipe, but they
But with 2 extra cylinders.
Richard Wakefield does. BMW doesn't know how to make a twin turbo i6 sound good. It's somehow worse than the N54.
Well, because BMW's straight sixes always have this kind of rasp to them, whereas if you have the turbos, it muffles it, and it just creates this weird effect. It doesn't sound good.
So Ricky says, George, I do Maxenger Z.
You're an NA, you're good.
Yeah.
Alex, curious question. What's a good way to clean a Rupes pad after done polishing a car? Any chemical I should use or just wash them with water? Dawn dishwashing detergent works great, honestly. You can also use Power Clean. You can use pad cleaner, Snappy Pad Boost. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can use just air, too, on the Rupes
blow
pads.
on it.
Yep.
Bait Addict, agree with Morgan. RS3 sedan is fine. Hatch is heavier anyway.
It's okay to be wrong.
Umberto says yes.
Well, speak for yourself,
Fred
Jane,
Rogers
because you're
died
the
in
one who's wrong.
2003.
Hatchbacks
Alex
for
says,
life,
I usually
man.
vacuum
Long
my
rough
pads
lifestyle.
after each
No.
pad. Is that a good one, too? Is that good, too? Yeah, you can, but I'd recommend blowing them out. George, how about Pinky in the Brain? Yes.
Yes.
My kids recently just got
Animaniacs.
into Animaniacs. G says, Dane does the overhead announcement at my local Checkers drive-in.
Well, hello there.
Ricky says, all right, guys, this was fun. Back to barbecue, mojitos, and spacecraft watching. Take care. Have fun, Ricky.
Hey.
Umberto, yes, Spider-Man. I love that. And also one they had Captain America, Thor, Iron Man. Yoshi, N54 cars sounds heavenly compared to the S5.
What?
55.
Is he saying the S54 does? Because he said S55. Okay.
So we've got
No.
1 minute.
No,
one
the S
minute
series
left.
sounds better. I think.
The
The N sounds a little like a 2JZ though, depending. It depends. You
Checking
can get on the sound a little like, well, yeah.
Nothing sounds like a 2JZ.
It depends. I mean, a 1JZ kind of sounds like a 2JZ,
Okay.
depending. But anyway,
That's it. Umberto says, in Puerto Rico, we watched Ultraman. Ultra 7, also the man from Atlantis. Bait Addict, thank you. Awesome Q&A. Oh, last question. Any release date on the UVS? We don't have a release date, but it's going to be next week. We do have a Father's Day sale coming up, so we have built some pretty cool kits that you guys can check out. So that is actually going to launch, I believe, Monday afternoon, and it goes all week. So that way you guys can place your orders, get something if you're getting something for your brother, your father, your brother-in-law, your father-in-law, any of that stuff. So make sure you check out that. What we're going to be doing is we've got a couple different kit options for sale. We've got the heavily discounted Essential Kit from Scan Grip is going to be on sale. And then we've got some other little packs. And then over $75, you get a free gift. So, and you'll get to choose
your gift
of the gifts. We've got about 5 or 6 gifts that we're going to be adding in that you'll just get for free if you spend over $75. So we're going to be doing that next week, which is going to be really rad. Should be a really cool sale. Thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for all the shows. That's always fun to go back and check out all that stuff.
That's why the second half is here, so we can have fun. We can just kind of shoot the breeze with people, enjoy a little together time
Alex,
with you guys.
That is including pads and towels. So you have to spend $75 and you get a free gift. But we do have other special kits that are going to be debuting. So we have a few packs of stuff with big discounts if you buy the kit kind of deal. So you could buy like a kit for yourself, a kit for your dad, and be over that $75 and then get yourself a free something. So stay tuned. We'll probably announce it on our Instagram and our Facebook next week. So an alkaline, yes, for your father's brother-in-law, you could do that as well.
And what does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
Wheels for E90s. I don't know.
I can send you a lot. I'll send you $1 million.
I mean, yeah, you're going to go nuts. Yeah. So Morgan's got you covered there.
Yep. Hans says free all-day cologne. Hans, you know the rules. If you ask for a spritz of
you're going to regret it.
Cologne, you will enjoy it.
Nope.
You will regret
it. You'll hate it.
It is terrible. I'm telling you right now. Now, I just want to make Ricky feel better. Yes, the N54 twin turbo straight 6 in your car, the 1M, sounds fantastic. Sounds really good when you uncork them, do more of a straight through exhaust. Adam LZ's like, his car sounded great. He did single turbo swap stuff. It is really, really nice. But, man, the S series. I love the S series. So, HRE is good. Anyway,
see you guys.
We're running down the line. So, adios.
Goodbye.
We just
Kyle, you made it.
What? Right at the